You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, man? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. True Media Boxing Radio, man. We back up in here, man. True Media Boxing Radio. Thursday. Happy Thursday. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. We got some fights coming up this weekend. Actually, one of them ain't no real fight. One is a play fight. Y'all know who the play fight is. Tyson Fury and Ngannou. That's a play fight. But outside of the play fights, let me look up boxing scene. I think we have O'Shaquie Foster. That fight's coming up. He fighting in Mexico, which I love that fight. I really don't know about that fight right there, man. Let's see. Hold on. Boxing scene. Hold on. Shaqie Foster fight coming up this weekend. Amanda Serrano, she's fighting in Orlando. And I think she's fighting 3-minute rounds. 3 minute, 12 minute, 3 minute, 12, 12 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. 3-minute rounds, right? And it's a 12-rounder. So, I think normally the women fight 10 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Normally the women fight 10 rounds, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think they fight 10 rounds and 10 2-minute rounds. This is going to be 12 3-minute rounds. So it is what it is. So we'll see. We're going to see how that's going to work out. I think this is the first time this has ever been done in women's boxing. Could be wrong, but I think this is the first time this has ever been done to my knowledge, or if not in the modern era, if not in the modern era. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I just want to throw that out there. That's a possibility. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's up. We'll see how it go down. True. Let's see what else we have. What else we have on the schedule? We have Friday. We have a WBO Junior Flyweight title match. Santiago versus Vivas. That's in Nicaragua. Right? Nicaragua. And then we got Amanda Serrano. Oh, I thought that was Saturday. No, that's Friday. Amanda Serrano fight. She fight in Orlando at the Caribbean Royal Resort. I know where that's at. And then, of course, Tyson Fury fights. Tyson Fury has an exhibition match with Francis Ngannou. Now I know what you guys are saying. Coach, this ain't no exhibition match. This has been sanctioned by the WBC as a full-fledged real boxing match. Yeah, right. True. That's like saying doggone Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor was a full-fledged boxing match. Nigga fight an exhibition. You fighting a guy that has a 0-0 record. He's making his pro debut 0-0 as a boxer, and all of us say, this gonna go down the Tyson Fury record. Yeah, see, I beat Ngannou. I whooped him. I put paws on him. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? We know what it is. It's a money grab. But at the end of the day, how is the WBC going to sanction an exhibition match? Same way they did with Floyd and Conor McGregor. Nigga, TBE. Nigga, I'm 50-0. I'm 50-0. Y'all broke Rocky Marciano record. No, you fought an exhibition match, Floyd. I know how the flow modes act. And let me, before we get into the show, I want to break this down. I figured this out, right? You guys know I am a detective. I'm a detective. I watch Ben Matlock. You know, I watch In the Heat of the Night. You know, Kojak, Hill Street Blues, Magnum P.I., you know, Katney and Lacey. You know, these are some of the shows I came up with. Inspector Gadget, you know, Cannon, Barnaby Jones, you know, Miami Vice, The A-Team, let's see, New York Undercover. I seen all of that. Somebody said Murder, She Wrote in the chat. Yeah, I seen all of that, right? So I seen enough of these shows coming up to make me qualified to be an attorney and a lawyer. Because I saw Matlock and Perry Mason too. A lawyer. What is it? What's the other one? Other detective show that's been coming on for years. The Rockford Files. I watch the Rockford Files all the time. What's the other detective show that come on? Law and Order. Yeah, 21 Jump Street, Hill Street Blues, all of that. So I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, and I am a detective. True. Yeah, I'm a detective too. So I'm qualified. If y'all believe in these niggas on YouTube, holler about that YouTube attorneys. Yeah, Fagnon a lawyer. He a lawyer. Yeah, he know that legal stuff. Okay, if you believe that nigga a lawyer, you can believe I'm a lawyer too. True. What is that? Starsky and Hutch, Columbo. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, you know, all the other niggas come on YouTube. A lot of y'all tell y'all they lawyers and managers and shit. Well, shit, you might well. I'm a lawyer and a manager too. I'm a lawyer, a manager. Yeah, MacGyver, doggone the Fall Guy with Colt Seavers. You get what I'm saying? The $6 million man. You know, the $6 million woman. You know, all of that. Shit, you know, you get what I'm saying? Y'all believe in all them other niggas, you might well believe me. True. So I'm a lawyer. Goddamn it, just take my word for it. Just take my word for it. Don't question my credentials. Don't get me to show you proof. Just take my word for it. True. Shit, a nigga with a 0 0. Now, I did my detective work, right? Now, this is what's going on. You have people who loved Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd is one of my favorite fighters. I like Pretty Boy Floyd. I wasn't crazy about Money Man. So what happened was, Floyd Mayweather used to always think this one guy. Went like probably around 2013-ish. No, a little after that. A little before that, right? After Oscar De La Hoya, he used to always think, yeah, man, first I gotta think Al Haymon, yeah. So Floyd Mayweather fans, the Flomos, I'm telling you, we got Floyd Mayweather fans like myself, then you have the Flomos. The Flomos are a special group of people. And the Flomos is running the yard right now, right? Check this out. So, the Flomos used to always hear Floyd always think Al Haymon, right? All the time. So then when the PBC was formed in 2015, what you see going on today, the reason why a lot of people love Al Haymon so much is because what they have in common, they was diehard fans of Floyd Mayweather. So they look at, when you see PBC, you think about Floyd and all that stuff there. So what I'm saying is, I'm saying all that to say this. So you have a lot of Flomos running around the internet, and then you have children of the Flomos, right? Because you have Flomos, and then you have the children of the Flomos. These are the guys who, they became radical online. And you'll know when you hear them because just the stuff they say. Yeah, nigga, TBE. They're going to talk about contracts. They're going to talk about purse splits. See, all of that came, I'm saying, in this era from Floyd Mayweather. Now, I'm not blaming Floyd for anything, but I'm telling you where that came from. Can't nobody sit here and tell me I'm lying on that. That's where that came from. Because you didn't really hear other fighters in that era really popularize contracts and money and stuff like that, right? That was popularized by Money, the guy who called himself Money May. That was his entire moniker, Right? That was his entire sales pitch. That was his entire, when he turned heel, you know, in wrestling, they had, you know, you got the hero, you got the guy that's the good guy, the hero, and then you have the heel. When he turned heel, that was his moniker. So that's who introduced that to the game in today. And right now, how you know how I know what I'm talking about? Because right now today, these niggas saying that same shit right now today. True. Oh yeah, I was around. I wasn't on the internet, but I was around. I remember. Bro niggas talking about doggone contracts. Nigga got a net worth of 2 figures, but he know exactly how much money Floyd Mayweather got in his account. True. Yeah, see, he got 50 mil. He got 50 mil just to walk outside. And then after the 50 mil, he got another 250 mil when he fought Canelo. And then after that, when he fought Pacquiao, he got about 450 more mil on top of that. And then he fought Conor McGregor, shit, he got almost $1 billion fighting Conor McGregor. So yeah, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, he got about $11 billion. True. And you figured all of that out, sir, with a county jail GED. You ain't even got a on the street GED. You got a county jail GED. So you figured all of that out with a county jail GED, but you got a net worth of 2 figures, and you don't know how to put no money in your pocket. True. Nigga, you struggling to help your baby mama pay the rent on her Section 8 apartment. You know, in the Section 8, you can move into a house or move into an apartment. The apartment could be like $1,500, $1,600 a month, and you got Section 8. You can move in, and your rent be like $12, $13. True. Shit, I knew him. Listen, I knew a chick. This was years ago, right? I knew a chick, man. She was on Section 8, bruh. Her rent was her rent was her rent was $30-something a month, bruh. Her rent was $30-something a month. Don't you know she was late? True. You can't make this shit up. How you be late on $38 a month rent? Nigga know everything. Yeah, he got a mansion over here. Then he got a Bentley over there. Okay, you know about the Bentley, but you ain't got no car. You know about the mansion, but you ain't got a house to stay in. Like, it seems like your priorities are wrong. A nigga who ain't got no car, ain't got no house to stay in, he living with somebody, but yet he gonna tell me about another nigga car and another nigga mansion. He got $2 in his pocket, but he gonna tell me about another nigga money online. True. Bro, you can't make this up. These the type of niggas y'all be arguing with online. Like, for real, though. These the type of nigga catching the bus bragging about another guy who got a car lot full of cars at his house. You ain't got no place to stay, but you bragging about how yeah, he got a house over here, a mansion, not a mansion, a mansion over there. He got a Rollie, dude. You ain't even got no watch. Come on, man. Anyway, let's get into the show. I didn't mean, but that's what's running around right now. These are like the aerosexuals and stuff like that, like and the Wakanda niggas. These are all children of this guy.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just telling. Anyway, let's get into the show. Shout out to who in the building? Shout out to Mimi24. What's going on, sis? Jamie Rivera, Jit Stanfield, Carl A, Swat Jones, Shad 1419, OP Gamer in the building, Ron Ultra. Shout out to La Jessica, the Martin, Shad 1419, Jason Follower of Christ, Nelly Content. Stephen X, what's going on, my brother? Shout out to Philly Guthrie, Gertz in the building, Eric Gomez, Bomb Squad. Really though. True. But you get what I'm saying? It's always, shout out to JC. Hey, he say, Coach, they screwed up, not their fault. Listen, it's always the dudes, bro, like you can't make this up. So anyways, I don't saw any Heat of the Night, all of those guys, Hill Street Blues, Law and Order. I'm a lawyer. I'm an attorney. You know, I'm an attorney. I'm a manager. So, and guess what? And I'm a detective. True. Shout out to Damian Bennett. Just take my word for it. Anyway, let's talk about Ryan Garcia. Now, some would say that I am one of the biggest haters of Ryan Garcia. That's not true. You know what I mean? That's not true. I'm not the biggest hater. Some say that I hate Ryan Garcia and Jaime Munguia. They say I hate Ryan Garcia, Jaime Munguia, Big Rolly Romero, Jamal Charlo. Might as well add Jamal Charlo on the list now. Where that nigga was running. Let's see who else they say. They said I hate Errol Spence. I don't hate Errol Spence. I just hate the Errol-sexuals. True. And guess what? I like Errol Spence. I didn't ever have a problem with him till the Errol-sexuals came on board. The Errol-sexuals, they are children of Floyd Mayweather. They're children of Floyd Mayweather. Like, if you look at all these guys, all of them, they flow-mos. They flow-mos, right? They're the flow-mos, right? And again, I got a lot of love for Floyd, but I ain't no flow-mo. Like, we just showed a dude. They be talking crazy. Niggas don't know nothing about boxing. They be talking crazy. Broke nigga always talk about money. You can tell me everything about how much money Floyd got, but you can't tell me how you gonna put some money in your pocket. True. Living their lives vicariously through their favorite fighter. Now, Ryan Garcia's bold move, opting for Oscar Duarte over easy opponent. Will Teofimo be Showdown be next, right? So now, Oscar Duarte, this guy right here, and guess what? And he's from Mexico. Boy, the blitzer, they say that dude right here gonna be throwing them hammer knockers at Ryan Garcia. They say he gonna be throwing those MC hammers at Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia could have easily picked the cherry like a Rolly Romero. Yeah, that's a guaranteed victory right there, unless you got Tony Weeks refereeing. True. Ryan Garcia could have picked the cherry. Ryan Garcia said no. No, I ain't picking no cherry, coach. I ain't picking no cherry. I'm going to pick me a killer. I'm going to pick a killer from Mexico, right? He said he going to pick a killer from Mexico. That's what he did. Hold on. Let me look up Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, he could have took the easy route like Errol Spence, he could have took the easy route. He said, no, I ain't going to do that. I'm going to take Oscar Duarte, you know what I mean, from Mexico. I'm taking him. And this dude I'm looking at the box rate right now. This dude 26, 1-1 with 21 knockouts. True. You get what I'm saying? So I gotta say that. So, we gonna go ahead and I will get to the super chats. Y'all gotta bear with me. Ryan Garcia will be coming back in the ring after suffering his first loss. You know what I mean? He's coming back on December the 2nd in Houston, Texas. Fans, Ryan Garcia fans, have been wondering who Ryan would fight in his return. After losing to Tank Davis at a catchweight and rehydration clause back in April. He fought Tank Davis, but he had a catchweight and a rehydration clause. Interesting. Now that Ryan will fully be hydrated, his fans want to see what he'll do or what he'll look like in his return to the ring. In a recent interview during the kicking off of the press conference, hold on guys, my nose is stumped up. You guys know I still got this damn cold, so bear with me one moment. Let me blow my nose right quick, dog. I got y'all. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Now, anyways, back to what I was saying. What the hell? Damn, hold on, guys. What my damn camera went out for? All right, my bad. Sorry about that. Y'all know, I got this cold, man, so y'all got to bear with me. Anyways, Ryan Garcia coming back. Let's see what's up. Where I was at. I'm reading my opening statement. So right now, where I was at? Okay, fans have been wondering, you know what I mean, who Ryan would fight in his return back to the ring after his expected loss. I told D-Block that's this fight with Tank and Ryan will always to me be remembered as the tattoo fight. This fight between Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis will always reminds me of the TikTok, the tattoo and TikTok fight. This was a tattoo and TikTok fight. It was a TikTok fight because, you know, Ryan brought all the TikTokers and he brought all the TikTokers who, you know, to the game, right? And, you know, I ain't gonna, now, and listen, I can't front now. When it comes to that social media, Ryan Garcia is that guy. He's like the Oscar De La Hoya, the golden boy of social media. Not boxing, because we know the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya, was a bad mofo, regardless of how you may feel about him. But I'm saying as a boxer, you can't take anything away from him. But Ryan Garcia, he's more the golden boy of social media in boxing. True. So his fans want to see what he'll look like. So doing the interview, you know, he had an interview doing his kickoff press conference. Ryan said, if I expect to become a champion, I can't take easy fights and think that's going to get me there. So I knew that Oscar was a challenge. Now, some say that Ryan Garcia, because he's beefing with his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, that Ryan Garcia chose to fight a Mexican named Oscar because he really, in his mind, wants to beat up Oscar De La Hoya, his promoter, because he's beefing with them. So he selectively chose a Mexican fighter by the name of Oscar. True. Now, I don't know how true that is now. I don't know how true that is, but let's just say sources say. Let's just say sources say that's what he did. It's very coincidental. You beefing with your promoter named Oscar, and then you pick your fighter, your first fighter at 140 named Oscar. So that right there, you know, my 1 + 1 = 2. You know, and my GED education tells me that's what it is. True. That's what it is. That's what it is to me, right? That's what it is to me, right? Now, so Ryan Garcia said, I'm refreshed. I'm honing my skills and focus on becoming a champion at 140. Not 140, 140. I feel like Oscar was the perfect person to come back against. That's what Ryan said. He said, I feel like Oscar was the perfect person to come back against. He wanted to fight. I'm telling you what it is, dog. I can tell by the words, the way the words was written in this interview. I'm a very, very good detective. I can tell the way the words was written and typed in this interview that I'm reading the words, how they were symmetrically placed on the paper, and it's telling me that he chose Oscar because he's beefing with his promoter named Oscar. True. Yeah. So Oscar Duarte has a record of 26-1-1 with 21 knockouts, and he's from Mexico. Ryan Garcia is a Mexican-American from Victorville, California. So what do we have right now, guys? You know, y'all want to know what do we have? Y'all want to know what do we have? We have a fake Mexican versus a real Mexican. True. So this is the battle of the fake Mexican versus the real Mexican. In this case, Ryan Garcia would be the fake Mexican, and in this case, Oscar, what's the name? Oscar Duarte would be the real Mexican, right? Fake Mexican versus real Mexican. Now, if Ryan can get his mojo back and win, he will be looking for all of the big fights at 140. Not 140, 140, right? I've been hearing rumors of Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo mega fight happening in the near future, later on down the line. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight right there, to be honest with you. Teofimo Lopez against Ryan Garcia. Of course, I have Teofimo chin checking Ryan. Of course, I do. Anyways, anyways, it'd be like a cat playing with a mouse. Devin the Dream Haney would be a good fight for Ryan Garcia as well. I would love to see that fight there. Ryan Garcia, Devin the Dream Haney, doggone Teofimo Lopez. Like, see all the jitterbugs. Have all the jitterbugs just go at it up there at 140. Not 140, 140, right? Now, if he can get by Regis Prograis, this is if Devin Haney can get by Regis Prograis, right? The 140-pound division appears to be even more stacked than ever. Let's see how this will play out. And also, guys, Kid Austin, nephew will be the co-main event to this December 2nd fight with Oscar Duarte and Ryan Garcia, and they're fighting in Houston, Texas. So I'm hearing through the grapevines. You know, you guys know I got my ears to the street. I was talking to a couple of dudes from the hood in Houston. I got to get in contact with my dog. Got to get in contact with Rick Timms. I'm hearing that the Charlo twins will be in the building when Ryan Garcia fight on December the 2nd.
True.
I know a lot of fans are happy about that. You want to see the Charlos. I do know a lot of fans are happy about that. You guys want to see the Charlos. I do know that. You know, the Charlos have a huge following. You know what? I can't even lie front on that. They really don't. But, you know, the Charlos have a huge following in Houston, and we know the Houstonites out there, they really, really want to see their Houston champions represent.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name the names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Mellow. You get what I'm saying? Some of us are busy over here.
If I go fight, y'all fight each other. I'm busy. Motherfucker, I'm busy.
I'm gonna have D-Style on, man. D-Style boxing, he'll be on the show. So I'm gonna have D-Style on. He'll be coming on the show probably a little later. So we gonna rock out and talk about this here, man. You know, Ryan Garcia. You know, again, I ain't gonna hate on Ryan Garcia today. I promise I will not hate on Ryan. I'm gonna be on my best behavior. Some people do say I'm the biggest Ryan Garcia hater, but I promise I will be on my best behavior. I'm gonna do everything in my power not to hate on Ryan Garcia today. You get what I'm saying? I promise you. I will do everything in my power not to hate on Ryan Garcia. Today, we are going to give Ryan Garcia, King Rye is what they call him, a fair shake.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck.
We gonna give him a fair shake over here. We're gonna give him a fair shake over here. We're not gonna do that, okay? We're not gonna do that. Now, before we get into the show, what he say, Coach, don't be grabbing that lotion, saying you're not hating on Ryan. No, man, you know, shit, I gotta. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Listen, check this out. My damn hands be dry, dog. My hands be dry. Well, I watch a lot of dishes over here, man. Anyways, before we get into the show, we gotta say all praises due. All praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, and I don't see nobody repping for my boss the way I do, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name the names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
We got 335 people in here and less than 200 likes. And you sitting here watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
And you know we gotta represent, man, for all of those people out there on the West Coast. Shout out to Gloria Day and the fabulous Set Trips.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play.
We don't play.
You ain't heard. They be tripping.
We be tripping.
So they swerving on. No faking and no switching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust.
Niggas gonna bust.
Shout out to Jose Mesa. He said Canelo staying with Showtime after 2023. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I've been hearing conflicting reports about that, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. You know what I mean? I really don't know. You know what I mean? So, according to Michael Benson, but we'll see how it is. But anyways, listen, this for all you cream corn ass niggas out there. If you're a cream corn ass nigga and you don't want to hit the like button, go ahead and drop the addy and talk that shit to him.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
All right, man. Right now, we got my main man, D-Style, in the building. Let's give D-Style a round of applause.
How's it going, Coach?
Hey, D-Style, what's going on, baby boy? What's happening?
I'm chilling. I saw you did an invite. I'm like, you know what? I'm off today, so let's just do it now. Shit, I'm right here.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, man, I'm glad you came on. I'm trying to get all of the, just a lot of different channels on the show as well. Now, D-Style, you're an old school boxing guy, right? I've been watching you, and I do believe that you have a boxing criteria, so, when you make picks, decisions, and stuff like that, you can really break stuff down, and you have a boxing criteria, and there's a rhyme and reason for why you make certain picks. But I say all that to say this. I'm laying the premise for today's show. Ryan Garcia is coming back. Right, he's coming back. He's fighting a guy by the name of Oscar Duarte. They're fighting in Houston. So this is his first fight at 140. And we know his last fight, he fought under, rehydration clause, and he fought under, catch weight, stuff like that. And I've been seeing the banter going on Twitter, on social media rather, with Ryan Garcia. He said he wants to get another rematch with Tank. He wants to fight on an even playing field and this and that, yada, 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 yada. That was a money grab fight. I looked at that as a TikTok fight myself, to be fair. But what say you about this pick that Ryan Garcia is fighting this Saturday? Do you know much about this guy?
I know a little bit about him. Seen him fight a couple times. I do know that he was signed to Golden Boy by Roberto Diaz, their former matchmaker.
Right.
I did have the privilege to talk to him, and he does believe it's a dangerous fight, but a very winnable fight at the same time for Ryan. He's going to be a pretty hefty favorite, but this guy is a puncher. He could hit, right? He has a knockout or a puncher's chance, let's say, but maybe a little better than that. But it's not bad for coming off a loss, right. and it's not on pay-per-view, so it alleviates some of the complaints, right? So it's just a motivator for Ryan, I think, for the most part. But I think it's a decent fight. Okay,
this guy's a puncher. So Ryan Garcia, he has really, really good timing with that check left hook. Like when someone is aggressive and they trying to come on the inside, and he has a way of letting that thing go and that hook go and catching them when they're trying to come on the inside. So is this guy? I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only seen this guy fight. As a matter of fact, you know what? I never seen him fight. I never seen this guy fight before. So I was thinking about another fighter. So from a stylistic standpoint, I got to do some research on him, of course, when the fight gets closer. But from a stylistic standpoint, is he just a typical? Does he have like the what they call the Mexican style pressure fighter, or what? What is his style?
Yeah, he's going to bring pressure to Ryan for the most part. I do think he's tailor-made for Ryan. He's dangerous, but tailor-made for Ryan. And that's why they're making this fight. Now, granted, if he catches Ryan on that chin, he tends to keep that chin up in the air. He may do the skanky leg. You know what I mean? He may get hurt. But if I were to put a percentage on it, bro, I mean, it's about an 80% chance, or maybe a little higher, that Ryan wins this fight.
Oh, so all right. So all right, okay. Let's cut to the chase. So basically, what he's saying, Ryan is cherry picking. He found someone that's tailor-made for his style. They got a guy that's tailor-made.
well, yes and no.
No,
right?
I'm just joking.
Well, I guess we got to put context in it. Like he's coming off a loss. It's not pay-per-view, right? Now, if this was a pay-per-view fight, they were charging us for it, and they were selling it like it's some more than what it was, and I would definitely be criticizing the fight. But I like the fight. I mean, look. This is a type of it is a dangerous opponent, like I said. But without a doubt, the plan is for Ryan to win, and then maybe do a big fight next year.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. You're pivoting to what I was going to talk about next. So so if Ryan can win this fight, which I'm expecting him to win as well, next year, 140 looks very interesting now.
One more thing, and I apologize. One more thing. The one criticism I do have: this is yet another lightweight moving up to fight Ryan. Ryan has not fought an actual 140-pounder yet. He hasn't done that yet, right? So he is a big 135-pounder, but he's not a 140-pounder.
Well, okay. How many fights Ryan have had at 140? About 2?
Well, he fought Fortuna at 140. Okay. I think there was I'm trying to remember the other one, but obviously the Tank Davis fight was a catch weight.
136.
So that was that, and this is going to be a 140. This fight's going to be at 140, but it is a 135 pounder that's coming up. There was Fortuna, and for some reason it's skipping my mind, but there was somebody else I believe that he fought at 140.
Okay. So anyway, all right. So I'm trying to see exactly what's going to happen. If Ryan get by this fight, I will address the super chats. If Ryan get by this fight, do you foresee him in the Teofimo next year?
Oh, I think that's a big fight. They both offer each other something, right? I think Ryan is looking for legitimacy. He wants to be respected. He wants to be known as one of the top guys, and losing to Tank the way he did isn't going to do it, right? Teofimo's looking for a big bag. He's looking for the purse. He's looking for a different. He has the respect of the boxing hardcores and his resume and all that, but he hasn't gotten the purses that he wants, right? He wants a big payday, and they both offer each other something in that fight. I think Teofimo wins that fight, but it'll.
You know what? You know what? Teofimo Lopez. If you listen to Teofimo, I don't know how much to put into this. Because when you listen to Teofimo Lopez, Teofimo seems like he's in the poorhouse, like he just getting, he's getting paid crumbs. And I'm like, I don't get none of the money anyways, but I don't know, man. I don't know exactly how much Teo's getting paid and whatever. And he's when he talks in the interviews, he make it seem like he's the poorest fighter.
I'll tell you what it is, Coach. This is what I believe it is, right? I'm not in his head, but I could just go by the circumstantial evidence of the things he says. At the end of the day, he's seen guys like Devin Haney's been getting paid pretty good money since he was with the Zone and Matchroom for a while, right? He got, I think, like $3-4 million to fight Linares, and Linares got $1 million when they fought, and that was nowhere near as big as him versus Loma, for example, Teo versus Loma. So I think he's seen that. He's seen that what the bag Ryan got and Tank got. That was a big paper event, and he's seen these things. And I think he's saying to himself, "Look, I fought Lomachenko. I fought Josh Taylor. Where's my respect?" If you remember, he was almost offended that the fight was at the theater, not at the big house, Madison Square Garden. But look, Top Rank and Bob Arum, they know what they're doing. There's a reason they put it in the theater. They don't want a half-empty arena. It is what it is. But I think that's what it is. Like he's looking for his respect in terms of the payday. Like he wants to get a big bag, like some of the other fighters have gotten a big bag, and that's what Ryan offers him, right? If him and Ryan fight, I think it's a pay-per-view fight, and it's Ryan's opportunity to be the legitimate guy, which is what he's looking for, and it's an opportunity for Teofimo Lopez to get a big bag.
You know what? You made a valid point. Teofimo, he's a great fighter, but I didn't even look at it that way. He's seeing all these other fighters around him that's less accomplished. They're getting, well, he may feel they're less accomplished. They're getting paid all this big money. Ryan Garcia, him and Tank, allegedly rumored they made like $25-30 million with all of the pay-per-view buys and all that stuff there. And then you're hearing, all these other guys well, I don't know about Crawford and Spence, but I know I'm hearing they made like $20-some million, with on the back end and stuff. But they had 2 8-figure guarantees. But you're right about that. And then you're saying Devin Haney, they're saying Devin Haney is getting paid a lot more money and stuff like that. So Teo, I didn't think about that. Teo's looking at all these other guys like, wait a minute, man, everybody getting paid, dog, but me. Why I can't get that? But I don't think Teo understands D-Style. It's about what you bring it to the table from a draw standpoint. Teo is not a draw like that. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. There's a reason. Look, if Top Rank didn't keep them from the big house in Madison Square Garden because they're assholes, no, like they know what they're doing. That it did. I think it was like 900,000 at the gate. It didn't even like. It's good, right? Yeah. Him and Josh Taylor brought about. I think if I remember correctly, I think it was like 900,000 viewers. It was under 1 million viewers on ESPN, right? Okay. If you can't even get to 1 million viewers on ESPN, well, what makes you think how are you going to make the money of the guys that are getting over 1 million buys? Like, or close to it. You just can't, you can't ask for that. Like, Like, it's more, like, just put in perspective, more people paid like $85 to watch Tank versus Ryan than watch Teo versus Tater for free on ESPN. Like, if you put it that way.
Hey, you know what, man? You know what? I told her to disagree with you, D-Style. T did it. Talk to him.
We did it first. and we motivate even the greats. Well, this is different.
Here's what I'll say. The potential for Teo is there. And we saw it during the pandemic when him and Lomachenko fought in the bubble. Over 4 million people watched that on ESPN and ESPN Plus combined, right? And that was a great promotion that they did. And that viewership, by the way, was not due to – there wasn't some college game right before. Boxing was on for a good 3 hours, okay?
Yeah.
Berlanga was on before Teofimo went on, right? But I think that was the combination of Loma and, Teofimo and the way they promoted that. It showed the power of when ESPN gets behind a boxing fight that people will tune in, right? So the potential was there. However, they made some unfortunate moves with the Triller thing, the postponement, and the train, that freight train got derailed right when he lost to Cambodia. It's like it is what it is.
I remember that, boy. Doggone. I remember that. Doggone T Diddy was talking about we got Malumba, we got J Balvin, we got Bad Bunny, we got J Lo. These motherfuckers went on a world tour. They went on a world tour. I mean, you know what, man? I don't mean to get off track. But some of these boxing dads, they get on my nerves, but I love them at the same time. T Diddy get on my nerves, Teofimo Senior, but I love Teofimo. It's like, damn, man, when he not talking, I'm like, I want to hear him talk. And then when he talk, why he talking? So, I'm always complaining about that, right? Bill Haney, same thing. I call Bill Haney Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill never answers a question. You ask him a direct question, and he go to filibustering. You know what I mean? So, But yeah, man, I want to. The 140 is 140. I'm liking 140, man. Ryan Garcia up there. Of course, Teofimo was there before those guys, and then Devin Haney is there now. On top of the Regis Prograis, the Matias.
We just need Ryan to actually fight a 140 pounder, though. Like I would like to see that personally.
Well, like you said, this is his. Well, no, it's not his first fight. But I at 140. But
right.
I guess now he's officially. Is it official? Can I say that, or is
I
it
guess
officially?
I don't think we're gonna ever see him back down at 135 ever.
No. So if he can get by this guy. Damn, Ryan probably want the big fights. But you know what? They're going to have to move him carefully because moving him right into a Teofimo fight, of course, Ryan would be the A side. Teofimo's not a draw. Let's just be honest. I mean, I know Teofimo, he's probably a little bit more accomplished than those other guys.
The to-go fight was the other one. That was another guy, another 135 pounder that fought him at 140.
Yeah, to-go. Yeah, that's the guy that was from Nigeria or something, right?
Something like that, yeah. Didn't show up to fight, but it is what it is.
Yeah, the dude was running. Ryan couldn't catch him. I remember that. So doggone, they're gonna have to move him carefully because if he fights Teofimo Lopez, I ain't gonna lie, man. Teofimo seems like the type of fighter he fights to the level of his competition. There's just no way I believe that if he fight George Kambosos again, he'll lose to that guy.
No.
Ryan to be the A side, and I'm not getting the A side, B side politics because the reason why I'm not saying that is because I feel like the Lopez's, they have this ego about themselves and sense of pride, and that'll be a big fight for both of those guys. Ryan will be the one that bring the fans, of course, because Teofimo really is not a draw like that, unfortunately. Great fighter, but he's not a draw. Hopefully, would you like to see that fight after? If Ryan Garcia can get by Oscar Duarte, would you like to see him and Teofimo fight after, or would you like to see Ryan have another fight, a true 140 pounder, before going into a Teo fight if that can happen?
Look, the boxing fan in me likes to see order and likes to see the sport conduct itself like a sport, right? So if I had it my way, Ryan Garcia would fight a legitimate top 5, 140 pounder before he gets any type of title shot. Like if I'm honest, but we don't live in it. We live in a world where Raleigh Romero's is of the world. You get a title shot against an old dude and he's getting his ass whooped, right? And then they stop the fight just to give him the belt. That's the world we live in, right?
Yeah.
I'll be happy with the fight though. That's not what they're going to do, by the way. They're not going to risk Ryan Garcia against a top dude at 140 before they put him in the ring with somebody like Teo, if that's the plan. So I like the fight. simply because, like I said, they both offer each other something that they both want, right? Teo wants that bag, right? He wants what Ryan's got. He wants that quote unquote pop. He wants to be a draw like that. That's what he wants. Ryan wants the respect, right? He was on Twitter the other day, right, making fun of KSI and them. Oh, look at these YouTubers. That's not me. I'm real boxing. That's what he wants. He wants to be known as a real, legitimate boxer, which he is.
Right.
But he doesn't have that. He doesn't feel he has that respect like these other guys do.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why he don't have the respect. He don't have the respect because he's looked upon as this cute TikTok social media kid. You know, when Floyd Mayweather said it. You know, but when people think of Ryan Garcia, they think of
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck.
So that's what he's known for. I mean, with the social media people. To be honest with you, the body shot challenge. And I'm not mad at Ryan for that. He's getting his money. He's doing well. I'm not upset with that at all. But I get Ryan. Ryan is trying to change the perception.
Yeah.
Of his his perception, the perception of people may have about him. I'm looking at 140. Now this is Ring Magazine's top 10 140. Now, I don't think Josh Taylor's 140 pounder anymore. I think I don't know if he's officially moved up to 147 D style, but I'm excluding him out of this, right? But right here, you got some hell of a dudes right here, on paper. We're not really on paper, but accolades as well. You have Regis Prograis. Of course, they have Teofimo, the champion, because he has the Ring Magazine as well as the WBO. Jose Ramirez. Okay, that might be a good fight for Ryan Garcia. I don't know.
That is a good fight for Ryan. I would actually pick Ryan in that fight.
Yeah. Now, Superdell Matias, stay the hell away from this guy.
He ain't gonna fight Matias, bro. Ain't no way. You could put that in the bank.
Richard Hitchison, I think they want to stay away from him as well, because he's kind of more like a pure boxer. Jack Catterall, maybe. Arnold Barboza.
That's a good fight.
Ryan Garcia. I don't know. This guy right here, I call him the football player, Gary Antoine Russell. That dude is going to be like a Tasmanian devil all over Ryan Garcia. I think you probably keep him away from him as well. This dude right here, he reminds me so much of Sean Porter. It's kind of like a Sean Porter type fight. So maybe a Sandor Martin, maybe.
I mean, the problem with some of the Catterall and Martin are gonna make you look bad, win, lose, or draw. I mean, that's the reality of it.
That's true.
And they could pull it off. Those are not easy guys to face, and it's gonna be an ugly fight. It's kind of like it's not a win-win there. You know what I mean? So I don't think they're gonna put Ryan in the ring with any of those guys. They're gonna keep him away from Matias, at least for now. He's gonna have to get in some type of. They don't have the confidence, I don't believe, right now to put him in the ring with somebody like that. They might do the Teal fight simply because they feel that's a fight that would sell.
Right.
I think that's a fight they could get behind. I think Teal wins that fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
I don't think Teal hits as hard as Ryan, but he still hits hard, and I think he's just as fast. I think he's faster on his feet than Ryan, and I think he would give Ryan a lot of the same problems that Tank gave him. So, but. Look, if Ryan really wants that fight, then props to him. You know what I mean? I'll say that. But we'll see if they make that fight happen. Like I said, they both offer the other what the other one wants.
Do you? So, D-Style, I know you know about, of course, Showtime. They're ending, Paramount is ending Showtime boxing. That's going to be over with. So I hear a lot of people crying, saying that, oh man, this is sad and this is the end of the world and this and that. I take a different approach. I'm like, listen, man, I was born in the 70s. I came up in the era when they had closed circuit TV, then that changed. And, you had Tuesday night fights, Friday night fights. You had Saturday. I remember when they used to have fights in the afternoon and the hot ass sun in the afternoon outside and stuff like that. Everything evolves over time. It is what it is. HBO went out 2018 and now Showtime. So where do you see from a viewership standpoint, we're in the streaming era. So is this an opportunity for, I've been hearing a lot about boxing needs to have a reset. Some of these guys have inflated purses, they get overpaid to fight C-class fighters and stuff like that. So is this an opportunity now to boxing can evolve itself from a business standpoint, maybe, and have a reset, and then maybe we can get these big fights? Or what say you about that?
Okay, so first, as far as Showtime goes, it's sad from a nostalgic point of view because I have a lot of memories watching Showtime fights and stuff like that. But to me, it's like the Showtime that just left is not it. That wasn't a Showtime I grew up with anyway. Like it was just something completely different at this point. Showtime was behind in a lot of ways. I worked in the TV industry for about 13 years. And Showtime, I can tell you, it's like stuck in like 2013. They're if you remember that when they would put Tim Tszyu on, they would only put on the main event, right? They're in some studio away from. They're not even in Australia. They're just talking about the fight that's about to happen, and they don't show any of the undercard fights. So we don't even know what the hell's going on with the other fights, right? They have a drama on Showtime right before a boxing event, like that makes absolutely no sense. Whereas if you go to ESPN Plus, if you go to The Zone, if you go any other app out there, they're showing multiple sports all at once. Like ESPN pulls it off with college football every Saturday afternoon. There's like 4 or 5 games all at once that they're playing. You get to pick the one you want to watch. ESPN Plus shows you all the undercard fights before the main card. The same with The Zone. So they are far behind in terms of technology and the way they were still trying to act like a traditional TV channel in a streaming era. So to answer your question, I thought if Paramount took on Showtime Boxing, they might have renamed it or something, but it would have been better because they would have shown more sport or more of the undercard, that is. And we would have had the same experience we get with The Zone and ESPN Plus when it comes to that. They're not going to take it on. It is what it is. But another app could take it on. And that means more boxing for us because they're going to do it in a different way than Showtime was doing it. If Prime, for example, if Prime picks up PBC, whenever there's a pay-per-view or if Tim Tszyu fights on there or something, I do believe that they're going to be airing most of the cards, like even the ones we care about, like the hardcores. So we're going to have a better experience for boxing. This is the year 2023. We're almost in 2024. The modern day boxing fan watches all fights from all around the world. We don't just watch fights from the U.S. and that's it. We're not just domestic viewers. Like we watch everything. UK, we watch fighters from Australia, from Japan. We like to watch Inoue. So it's whoever picks it up, I'm sure will do that. Whether somebody picks up PBC though, I have no idea.
Again, like I said, I think it's going to be again, boxing has to evolve. I think everything is going to be okay as related to boxing. It's not the end of the world. I think maybe like you said, you said that maybe Showtime probably was stuck in the past with Floyd Mayweather, with Money Mayweather. They were stuck there. It seemed like they were still they were doing old school tactics in the new school era. They never make the adjustments. That's what it seemed like to me. Also, what it told me was a lot of these floated numbers that was out there. This fighter was selling this, sources say that fighter was doing that, sources say that this tells me that was bullshit. That was cap. Because if it was successful as the propaganda that was being put out there, they never would have folded. They never would have folded them. So we'll see, man. But me personally, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about it, man. Let me get to the super chats. D-style. Shout out to Super G. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He said that Steve Willis get benched. Harvey Doc is the truth right now. I have no idea. That's a good question. Shout out to OP Gamer. Hey, okay. For dropping that half a dub on your boy. He said, I have one question. DS or D-Style or Coach, does Ryan Garcia have to prove he's taking the game more serious, improvement to win this fight? Well, does he have to prove he's taking the game more serious? Ryan always seemed like he's taking it serious, but yeah, I mean, he has to change the perception that he's a boxer and not a social media star. That's for me.
I agree with that.
All right.
But the thing is, he could prove that you don't have to beat Teofimo Lopez to prove you're a serious boxer. But I think if he takes the fight, and the thing is, though, It's one thing to lose, but how you lose matters too. Like if he gets blown away by Teofimo Lopez, I mean,
Yeah.
it's his brand is not gonna. It's gonna take a hit. Like he has to go out there and give a better outing anyway against Teo than he did against Tank, and I don't think he will though. I think it's gonna be just as one-sided.
So how would you? What is it that Ryan Garcia can do to change the perception, the public perception of him as a fighter, to get people to take him more seriously?
I think if he starts taking more, consistently fighting more serious fights, being active, start acting like, start doing moves that makes people say, hey, that guy has an old school mentality, kind of like Tim Tszю's doing.
Yeah.
Just stay active, keep fighting. That's the way to do it. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and then again, like you said, who you fight matters. That's one. And then two, if you do lose a fight, it's how you lose. If you get blown out of the water when you get in there with an elite fighter, you know, like Sugar Ray and Hearns, they fought. Their first fight, Sugar Ray won, but it was dramatic. Hearns was winning the fight, and the 14th round, I think it was the 14th round, Sugar Ray, you know, was told by Angelo Dundee, "You're blowing it, kid." You know, and he had to go out there and pull it out, and he did it. But Hearns stock didn't fall. You know, it was a hell of a fight. Hell, and even when Hearns fought Hagler, just throwing some names out there, but when Hearns fought Hagler, I mean, that was a hell of a fight while it lasted. You know, people. I had one guy say, "Well, Hagler stopped him in 3," but I'm like, dude, it wasn't like he got ran over. Hearns didn't get ran over in 3. Like it was a war. They were dropping bombs. Hearns broke his hand on top of Hagler's head, and he ended up getting stopped. But like you say, it's how you lose. It's how you lose as well. Like Jamel, the Jamel Charlo thing, his stock is done for me. His stock is really fell because it was obvious he didn't come to fight. He literally ran, and that's it. So something like that, your stock falls. Ryan Garcia, some would say he quit. I say he quit in the Tank fight, but it was a legitimate shot, you know, stuff like that. But you know, he chose to wait till the count go out and then get up. But yeah, he just have to try to show the public that he's taking boxing serious. He's going to have to fight the top guys. It is what it is, and all of those guys got to fight each other. That's what I want to see. Do you think that it'd be easier for someone like a Ryan Garcia to get those top fights?
Oh, of course. Look, right now, guys will fight Ryan Garcia. First of all, he's beatable. That's number one. Right. And he's a big draw. Well, what is there to avoid it with that guy? I mean, people are going to want to fight him. Like, there's no doubt. And we'll see. But, like, I just think it depends on what happens here. Because he has, like, a hot and cold relationship with Oscar and Golden Boy. Yeah. So if they end up with another fallout, he could be shelved for a while, and I don't want to see that. That'll be the worst thing that happened to him. So as long as cool heads could prevail and they can work together and make some fights, him and Oscar, right? Then we'll see. But look, I think Ryan Garcia, he is a fighter to me that spent too many years not taking the sport very serious. He spent too many years, not getting in the mix, not testing himself, and by the time, and then he wanted to jump right in there with Tank, and he just wasn't ready for that moment, right? And now, like he looks hungry, he wants to redeem himself, so that's his opportunity, and we'll see if he can do it.
So do you think that if him and Tank were to rematch each other, do you think it'll be a different outcome?
If him and Tank fought again, not at all. I saw enough in that fight to know that Tank beats him every time.
Yeah, in that fight, he was a little too overly aggressive. He's all over the shorter fighter. Like he literally took out whatever advantage he was supposed to use. He negated all of that by just closing the distance a little too much, overexerting himself, leaving his chin in the air like he famously does. It was getting timed. You could tell one guy was more prepared than the other guy. So yeah, If that's not going to change, if he does fight Tank at a 140, if he fights that same way, that's not going to change. It's probably going to be the same outcome. I would have liked to seen that fight at 140, but you're right. He's going to have to change something. If he's going to fight Tank again, maybe we'll get that fight later on down the line.
I mean, I think a Tank fight, like it's just me. Sometimes there's just guys you can't beat. It's just a bad style for Ryan. He should probably stay away from Tank. The only reason he would want to fight him is probably if they think they're going to sell over 1 million pay-per-views again and make a lot of money. That's the only reason I could see them possibly fighting again.
So, in your opinion, is Ryan Garcia a pay-per-view fighter?
I would say yes, because the numbers are so overwhelming with him and Tank. I can't ignore those. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I am dying to see what Tank does without Ryan and what Ryan does without Tank.
You saying pay-per-view?
Yes, because what happens is this. I think people make the mistake of, well, Tank was selling 250 before. Now they did 1.2 million. So I guess 1 million of those were from Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm not, because that's not how it works, right? So sometimes a fight, right, becomes so on demand that people want to buy it. Like if you see Mayweather was doing about 350 or so against Gotti. De La Hoya's highest number was 1.4 million against Trinidad at that time. Mm-hmm. But when they both fought each other together, they did 2.4 million, right? Because of the promotion of that fight, and people wanted to see that fight.
Supply and demand. It's supply and demand. So who you fight matters. I tell people that time and time again. Yeah. Who you fight matters. Sometimes you find lightning in a bottle where hey, this guy can't really sell much by himself. Tank really couldn't sell like that by himself. Fighting the guys that he's fighting. But then Ryan Garcia, huh?
Well, look, sometimes a guy is just that perfect ingredient, right? So. Yeah. Like Triple G couldn't get to 200,000 to save his life by himself, right? But he did over 1 million twice with Canelo. Right? Canelo couldn't get to 1 million with Cotto. He couldn't get to 1 million with Jermell. He couldn't get to 1 million with a lot of guys, with Plant. But with Triple G, he did. Even though when Triple G sells by himself, 160,000, right?
Right.
But sometimes if a fighter's the main course, if he's the pizza, right? Sometimes the right opponent's the pepperoni. It's that perfect ingredient that enhances that and it creates more demand for it. And I think that's what happens sometimes.
You're right about that. It's the right fight at the right time, and then who you fight matters. If there's a demand for it, then people want to see that because it's the drama in the fight. It's the suspense. Like what made people want to see Floyd Manny Pacquiao. Oh man, there was a strong argument why Floyd can beat Manny, and a strong argument why Manny was going to beat Floyd. So people wanted to see that suspense to get their curiosity. What I'm trying to say. You're trying to get your curiosity satisfied. You trying to that's not the word I'm looking for, but you're trying to get to the end result of your curiosity. Like, yeah, man, no more guessing, no more assuming. We get to see the fight. Same thing with Crawford and Spence. Same thing with like you say, Canelo and Triple G, especially that first fight. I thought Triple G won the fight myself, but especially the first fight, like you say, Triple G couldn't sell pay-per-view worth nothing. But then when he fights Canelo, everybody like, oh, this might be the guy that can beat Canelo. Oh, this might be the guy that can beat Triple G. So it's that mystique, so to speak. You know what I mean? When people not gonna pay a whole lot of money to see you fight a whole head cheese sandwich. Okay, well, Tank fighting, what's my name, Isak Cruz. Okay, well that ain't gonna do nowhere near 100 maybe 200,000 pay-per-view buys because they didn't do that when they fought the first goddamn time. But now if he fights, Hector Garcia, but then if he fights Ryan Garcia, then bam. And then Ryan fights Tank, then bam, there's dialogue, there's an argument, there's people saying, man, Ryan got that fast check left hook. Ryan is fast. He land that hook and that right cross. Tank can be out of there. And then, Tank is too fast, too quick. So it's that dynamic. Dynamic.
I think another thing that helps sell fights, promoters haven't quite got their finger in the pulse of this, but if you look at a lot of these fights, at first, it was like a perception that the fights were not going to happen. That fight's never going to happen. You know what I mean? Like Canelo's not going to fight Triple G. I mean, that guy's too dangerous, right? And then he even, if you remember, he even vacated a belt to not fight Triple G. So there was always that feeling, oh, Canelo's stuck, But then finally, when the fight happens, when it's actually announced, it's going to happen, then people want to see it. Right, the same Ryan and Tank fell apart so many times, right? It almost fell apart again. And look at Ryan had to agree to a catchweight and to a rehydration clause to help make that fight happen, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of you look at Spence Crawford for so many years. We thought we were never going to get that fight, right?
Yeah, I gave up on it.
Yeah, a lot of people gave up on it. So at the end of the day, sometimes that does help sell an event. That's probably why I did $20 million at the gate, for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much. D Style, man. Listen, I know that I know you're a diehard boxing fan, right?
Sure.
I know you take this boxing shit serious. You let everybody know the name of your show.
Okay, well, Hispanics causing panic on D Style Boxing here on YouTube. With my partner Calex Boxing. I also do the roundtable with Joe Habib. We rotated from D Style Boxing and Ringside Reporter. So those are the shows I do. I don't have a set time for Hispanics Causing Panic because of my job, and it's just but the best thing you could do is just hit that bell button so you get notified and all that good stuff. But the roundtable is every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and it rotates from my channel and Joe Habib's channel every other week.
So I want to ask you this before you go. I don't know if you was born over here in Mexico, but do you remember D Style how it was when Oscar De La Hoya, when he came out of the Olympics in '92?
Sure.
The rift between when Oscar eventually fought, what's my name? Julio Cesar Chavez.
Chavez, yes.
Yeah. Do you remember, like, do you remember how that drama was with the boxing fans, like people who were fans of Chavez and people who was fans of De La Hoya? Do you see something like that dynamic ever coming back again in the sport? Let's say if a Canelo were to fight, I'm hearing these. Well, we don't know, but a Jaime Munguia, or let's say forget that, even a David Benavidez. Do you see that same kind of like animosity or storyline coming up?
Yeah, I was like that meme when Drake, when he said Munguia, and then when he said Benavidez. But look, this is what I remember. So I was born in El Paso, Texas. I was born by the river, actually, by the Rio Grande. So I might as well have been born right at smack in the middle, right at the border, right, Mexico and U.S. But my mom was from Juarez, Mexico, and my dad was here from El Paso, and I'm a third generation boxing fan. My grandfather was a huge Ruben Olivares fan. My father was a big Julio Cesar Chavez fan. I'm a big Canelo fan. Those are the generational fighters anyway, that were big mega stars out of Mexico. And we're living one right now with Canelo. What I remember about the De La Hoya thing, I remember he won the Olympics in Barcelona. I remember it was a big deal. Growing up as a Mexican-American, we didn't really have a lot of Mexican-American athletes to look up to. So that's why Oscar De La Hoya resonated a lot with young Mexican-American kids. A lot of my cousins, my primos, a lot of my friends, like we were huge De La Hoya fans. My uncles, my dad, my grandfather were not big De La Hoya fans.
Why?
They just didn't like him. I don't think they liked the way he carried himself. They just said things about him. You know what I mean? I'll just put it that way. But the main reason is because they were very loyal to Chavez, right?
Yeah.
They were huge Chavez fans. And that's really what it was. When it comes down to it, is what it was. Yeah. So when he defeated Chavez, they held on to that. And I never seen so many of, like, my uncles were rooting against De La Hoya for every fight, all the way up to the Trinidad fight. Like every fight, they were going for Whitaker, they were going for like you name it. But the younger crowd was going for De La Hoya. At least over here, I do remember this here in El Paso when Oscar De La Hoya and Chavez, when they fought, the streets were empty, bro. But the supermarkets were empty. Walmart's were empty. Everybody was watching those fights somewhere. Yeah. Right. That's how big boxing was at one point. Like boxing's not that big anymore. I just want to put that out there. Not even Canelo does that now. Yeah. But I still remember when De La Hoya fought Chavez. Like there was closed circuits over here for that, and it was obviously on pay-per-view too. But it was a big deal, right? So that's what I remember about that. But De La Hoya later on, you know, like when we're talking about Ryan trying to get his respect, like De La Hoya was searching for his respect from a lot of Mexican fight fans. Yeah. And he really got it like when he fought Vargas. Because I think that fight got very personal. Vargas was saying a lot of venomous things about him, saying he's not a real Mexican. I'm going to teach him what a real Mexican's all about. But you know what I mean?
Listen, I remember all of that because I had partners who were Mexican. They were like, man, he ain't no real Mexican. And you know, it depends on who it was, and they love Chavez. And okay, you have people from Mexico. They didn't want to look at people who was born in America as real Mexicans. No, they're not really Mexicans, but they were saying Oscar De La Hoya was a gringo. You know, he had more of a white image, Caucasian image, so to speak. You know, like these are some of the things I used to hear. And I tell people, I say, man, there's a lot of boxing fans in Mexico, man. They hated Oscar De La Hoya. They ain't like him like that, bro. You know, but the Mexican Americans loved him.
Yeah, but eventually he did earn the respect, though. Like once people, like sometimes people don't know what they have until they lose it or it's past. You know what I mean? And I think over time, more and more Mexican fight fans have appreciated what De La Hoya did. I think the guy had like 7 fights in '97. You know what I mean? You look at the resume, even whether you think he won the Whitaker fight, the Corte fight, the Trinidad fight, the Rolsey fights, like the resume is just amazing, right? And he earned a lot of respect in that. I still remember watching that Vargas fight, and so he earned a lot of the respect from a lot of Mexican fight fans after that. But what I do see now is the closest thing that we have to that right now, and they have lightning in the bottle. Is David Benavidez against Saul Canelo Alvarez? That's a fight they got to do.
That's the fight.
Yeah, not Munguia. I don't want to see the Munguia fight. It's a waste of time, right? I don't know about you, Coach. I don't like watching fights where I already know the outcome, right?
Yeah, me neither.
So I want to see him fight Benavidez. It's a dangerous fight. And while I believe Canelo wins that fight, we don't know we got to see it because I don't know if Canelo's going to keep up with that stamina of David. Right. I see Canelo wearing those knee braces. I don't know if his knees are going to keep up, right? What if his best punch doesn't take David out, right? How I saw him get touched up against, the English dude, Ryder.
Talking about John Ryder, yeah.
Yeah, if Ryder touched him up, I'm pretty sure Benavidez is going to touch him up too. I don't think it's an easy fight. Plus, it's impossible to think of that fight as boring. I think that's going to be an amazing fight, and I think it's going to create like something similar like we had with Barrera Morales.
Oh my God! Those classics. Oh, yeah, man.
It'll be like a civil war going on with a lot of Mexican Americans and Mexicans. You know, there's gonna be a lot of that. Yeah. And I think it's gonna be a lot of like, is this like when De La Hoya beat Chavez all over again?
Right.
Is it that? Right? Is it the younger Mexican American, right, defeating the older Mexican legend? Is that what this is?
Yeah. The storyline is there.
The storyline's there, right? Or is this because I think there's a parallel with also Vargas De La Hoya?
Yeah.
Or is this the older Mexican schooling the younger Mexican? Right? Like it's we don't know which one it is. We don't know what it's going to be, a rerun of what, right? Or could it be another Morales Barrera, and then we have a trilogy in our hands? I don't know, but I want to see it.
You know what, man? That for me, that's the fight. That's the fight that needs to happen. It'll put a lot of stuff to rest. You know, say what you want to say about Oscar De La Hoya, man, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I did not like Oscar when he was in his prime growing. I don't know what it was. Like I didn't like him. Unjustifiably, I did not like him. I didn't appreciate Oscar until after he fought Trinidad. I think him and Trinidad fought in '99. Yep. After that fight, I was like, you know what, man? this dude is fighting everybody. And Oscar fought people when they was in their prime. He didn't fight. He didn't fight them when they got old. Like you said, he fought Ike Cortez. He fought Pernell Whitaker. Even though I thought Pernell won, but that's neither here nor there. But he fought Ike Cortez. He fought Pernell Whitaker. He fought Julio Cesar Chavez. He fought Trinidad. Like he was fighting these guys, and I'm like, bruh. And look at the age he was fighting them. Like if I pull up his resume, he turned pro. If I pull up his resume, he turned pro in 1992 out of the Olympics. Between 1992 and 1997. He had a hell of a run just in them 7 years.
Yeah, look, the thing with De La Hoya, I'll be very brief. If you look at his record, I think the record is accurate. I just think he lost some that he should have won, and he won some he should have lost. But it's there. Like I thought he won the rematch with Mosley. I think that was clearly a De La Hoya win. But he lost his Stern fight, and we keep it real. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like there's like a. But the record is accurate. But yes, that's a fighter that didn't get his flowers by many people while he was actually active. And now we look back, right now we live in an era where guys are fighting every 15 months, like Errol Spence.
Yeah.
And, Jamal hasn't fought since 1984. We have these situations where, like, you look back and, like, man, I should have appreciated these guys when they were doing what they were doing. Right. And sometimes maybe we got to reflect on some of the fighters today and what are they doing. One last thing I'll say. Look, I'm a huge Canelo fan, but I am a boxing fan first. I want to see that David Benavidez fight. I've been calling for that fight. Let's see that fight. Oh, but what if he loses? Well, that's boxing. I mean, I'm not like, you know what I mean? I'm not in the business of protecting fighters. I'm in the business of watching fights because I'm a fight fan. And that's a fight I want to see, Coach.
Absolutely, man. Hey, listen, D-Style, man, I thank you so much, brother, man, for taking the time out to come on the show. Before you go, please let everybody know how to get in contact with you, all your social media handles and stuff like that.
Well, look, on Instagram, it's _boxing. On everything else, it's D-Style Boxing altogether, whether it's Twitter, YouTube, you name it. And I'll keep in contact with you guys. Have a good one, Coach.
All right, shout out, man. D-Style, thank you so much. Let's give D-Style a round of applause, guys. Hey, we're going to go to a short station identification break, man. I'm going to get some more people on here, man. I really enjoyed that conversation with D-Style. D-Style, remember, bro, like, y'all, listen, Oscar, I'm telling you, there was a civil war going on. Of course, there was no real violence, but Oscar De La Hoya, bro, I'm looking at his resume right here. Between 92 and 99, check this out. I gotta show you this before we go to a short station identification break. Y'all check this out though. Look at this. Y'all look at this. And look at who these guys were at the time he fought them. Their resumes, how great they were and all this stuff, right? Y'all check this out. Oscar De La Hoya turned pro in 1992. I don't want to make this about Oscar, but I'm just trying to prove a point. Because I want these jitterbugs to understand, times have changed now. Bullshit. Listen, no. The thing is, a lot of these guys, they think the way they see boxing now, that's what it is. No. Times ain't changed. It just, what they say, what they say, Pippin ain't dead, the hoes are just scared. True. Y'all remember that saying, Pippin ain't dead, the hoes scared. The hoes just scared. Boxing ain't dead. Boxing ain't changed in America. It's just the fighters scared. We gonna say that. We gonna say that, right? Anyways, check this out. 92. So he fought twice in 92, right? I'm not even looking at how many times he fought. He had 1 million fights in 93. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He had 9 fights in 93. All right, 9 fights in 93, right? He started fighting 12-round fights here. Made this guy retire, Jimmy Brettle. Jorge Paez, I remember this fight. I want you to look at this, 1992 to 1999. Look at this shit, right? 7 years. Now look, we talking about 7 years. 7 years. Let's go. And then look at your fighter today and look at their first 7 years and see who they fight. But let's go. Anyways, even though it's a different time, I will say this: Even though it is a different time. So you really can't, I'm not comparing the eras, but I'm like, dude, like, there's some fights that need to be made, and dude's been in the game longer than 7 years, they still ain't made these fights yet. But let's go. Carl Griffin, John Molina, Leonardo Hernandez, Jesse James Leal, 95, right? Julio Cesar Chavez. Let's see, Pernell Whitaker, Hector Camacho, Rafael Rivera, Julio Cesar Chavez again, they fought twice. Ike Corte after that, Obercar, Felix Trinidad. If you look at these first 7 years, Felix Trinidad, Obercar, Ike Corte, Julio Cesar Chavez twice, Hector Camacho, Pernell Whitaker, Jesse James Leal, John Molina, Jorge Paez. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about just the first 7 years. Just the first 7 years. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
True.
We're gonna take a station identification break, guys. And when we get back, we gonna cook, man. Get into this boxing, man. Y'all already know what time it is. We gonna make it do what it do. We gonna make it crack a lack. You feel me?
I know I'm gonna get this money.
Talking water. My bracelet costs about 40 and my necklace costs a quarter. Talking water. I go stupid like on Boosie. All this jury got me foolish. All this water. All of these diamonds, they bright, so you gon' see me at night. All of this water. Now I be drip. Water. When your daughter see this water, she gon' let Boosie record. Them little niggas in the A, they making deals off the wall.
Man, let me tell you something, boy. Nigga can talk that shit, bro. Like this dude, this dude fought everybody, dog. He fought everybody. Some of them was not in their prime, a few, but a lot of them he fought when they was in their prime, dog. He fought when they was in their prime, and I think what it is, that's what's missing from boxing today. We don't get a lot of this. We're not getting a lot of this. You know what I mean? Like and that's when I realized that it's a different era. Phone lines open, man. I'm gonna drop the phone lines in a minute. Let me go ahead and drop these phone lines, and y'all can call the show.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. You know, Ryan Garcia, you know, again, that fight into December the 2nd, so we're going to see what's up. But there's some hell of a names up there, 140, like Ron Boyfred say. You know, that's his favorite division right there, 140. But when I look at the names, I'm like, there's some hell of a names up there. And then when you add Ryan Garcia name in the mix, along with Devin Haney name in the mix, and then along with Teofimo Lopez, who's already there, on top of the other names like the Subadel Matias, the Regis Prograis, you know, the Barrosas and all that stuff there. Gary Antoine Russell. I think that's the one I call the Tasmanian Devil, Junior, the bro. You know, you get what I'm saying? You have something right there. Call what's your name? You call it from?
What's up, Coach? It's inevitable. It's D Block, D Town, D City, D-Ville, Baltimore.
D Block, talk to me. Sorry about that. D Block, go ahead. Sorry about that. Talk to me.
I want to let you know something, Coach. You know, y'all keep on y'all really trying to keep it, trying to put it out there like Benavidez and Canelo going to be like Barrera, Morales. It's going to be this super Mexican ultimate fighting. It ain't going to be like that. We already know what it's going to be like. Do you remember when Canelo had to fight Chavez Jr.?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. How did it go for Chavez Jr.?
Man, Chavez Jr. was undisciplined, overweight, and he was coked out and partying. Come on, man.
Who are we talking about then? What has Benavidez been accused of?
But that was one time though. Like Benavidez, you know, he had coke in his system, but Canelo got proper clean butyrol. So do we know? So what you saying? What you saying, D Block?
What do we always say about leopards? What do we say, Coach? What do we say about leopards?
A leopard never changes his spots.
Okay.
Does
what
apply,
I'm trying to say.
Does that apply to everybody, or does it just apply to a select few people that fit the narrative?
It's a select few that have been accused and have come out positive. Man, so that's what I'm trying to say, Coach. You gotta understand. When I come with hate, I come with facts. So, like I said, Coach, my theory, which is a great theory, which I'm coming with, great fact. The boy's been accused. He's done drugs. The boy's been overweight. He's missed weight. Doesn't that sound like Chavez Jr.? Doesn't that, since we talking about Chavez Sr., that does sound like a repeat offender. I mean, I'm just being real. He says he got Mexican in inside of him. And, you know, what did Chavez Jr. do? Cocaine. So, I'm just being real with it, Coach. You got to come with facts. You got to come with legitimacy. The guy is not proven to be consistent. He hasn't been consistent, Coach. I don't care what they say. At the end of the day, homie gonna get too clouded up. He really thinks he a monster. He's gonna be doing one day. He's gonna party with his people, whoever they could be, Salvadorian, Honduran, Guatemalans. I mean, I'm just coming real, Coach. Do you think that's just hate coming out of me? Or do you think I'm coming with facts?
It's definitely hate. It's definitely hate. D-Block, listen, we're going to give you the Player Hater of the Year award. You definitely going to do that. You know what? Because when I hear you speak, it's like, okay, do D-Block want to see this fight? Or is he trying to put Canelo in the witness protection program? Because there's an overall consensus from a lot of fans that Canelo been decking. You get what I'm saying? Now, and the only way he can remove the Doug title from his name, he's going to have to redeem himself by fighting the Mexican monster. True.
Okay.
What you got to say? What you got to say about that, D-Block?
Well, that's the problem, Coach. That's the problem we got. That we hype up these guys so much that at the end of the day, they don't come out to be what they say. I mean, didn't they say Charlo was going to go on there and be a black trick fighter, going to go in there and cause havoc against Canelo Alvarez? Didn't they say Bolton was going to go in there and show Inouye what a black trick fighter was?
Yeah.
And didn't they say Errol Spence Jr. was going to be too big for Mr. Terrence Bud Crawford? Am I right or am I wrong? Coach, it's all about this and that and hyped up ass fighters. And I'm telling you right now, do you want to see a real Barrera versus Morales fight? Then we got to see Munguia versus Canelo. And that's fact. Do you want to see, do you really want to see another Chavez Jr. versus Canelo fight? Then you get Benavidez. I'm just giving it to you, Coach. A real Mexican like Mr. Munguia. Jaime, he's such a baby. The baby's grown up. He's legit. He wants to fight Canelo. He is Mexican bred, and I'm telling you, come Cinco de Mayo, it will be like Cinco de Mayo of back then. Barrera Morales, it could be that, Coach, because we got two real Mexican studs, all right? Or do you want Chavez Jr. type of fighter of Benavidez poked up? Ecuadorian, Salvadorian, Arizona's finest son, we don't even know where he's from. D-Block, D-Town, DCDTville. Fuck him up, stand up.
Hey, you know what? I'm trying to be peaceful today, but boy, he brought up Jaime Munguia. Bro, let me tell you something. Jaime Munguia don't fall every tomato can in Mexico. Caller, what's your name when you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? Quentin out of Baltimore.
Quentin out of Baltimore. Talk to me, fam.
Man, all hating ass D-Block, y'all. You know Benavidez the man, but I doubt we'll get that fight. I think but speaking of Benavidez, I usually always root for the black fighters, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for the Mexican, the half Mexican monster to beat Andre, because I definitely want to see that fight. You know,
Andrade?
I don't think.
You think he gonna? Oh, okay. You know they fight. They fight November the 25th, Black Friday.
Yep. I'm rooting for Benavidez because I want to see him fight Canelo. I think he can beat Canelo. So, but what you think about that?
Oh, so you're rooting for him because you think he has a better chance at beating Canelo more so than Andrade. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know, man. Styles make fights. We got to see. Well, you know what? I know you say you're going for stylistically. You think that the Benavidez fight will be better. I'm trying to see, man. If is he gonna get by Andrade? I'm anxious to see what Andrade gonna bring to the table. Pretty much. I know he gonna come with a lot of different angles and stuff like that. Stylistically, will he fight primarily on the back foot? I don't know. We're gonna see. Will he be able to push David Benavidez back? From what I noticed watching the Benavidez and Caleb Plant fight, David Benavidez couldn't fight off the back foot. So, and he didn't know how to get out of the clinch. He was letting Caleb Plant clinch him, and he was looking for help from the referee to break it up. He wasn't really aggressively getting out in the clinch to get his shots off, but he did wear him down over time. So it seems that for me, Quentin, Benavidez is a downhill fighter. He's a downhill fighter, and he wears you down over a period of time throughout the fight. We'll see. We'll see. I'm with you on that though, man. D-Block did sound like he kind of putting Canelo in the witness protection program.
Hell yeah. Hey, Coach, I wonder if you settle something for me real quick.
What's that?
Who duck? Because my friends always arguing about who duck who. A couple of them some casuals to just say something for no reason. Did Shakur duck Devin Haney, or did Devin Haney lowball him?
You know what, man? I don't think nobody ducked anybody, bro. What it is, we heard on Twitter, I think it was from Devin Haney or Shakur or somebody, they offered me 25%. 25% of what? I have no idea. And so Shakur didn't accept it. He went a different route. He went the mandatory route. He fought the WBC mandatory. Well, he fought the WBC number one guy, who that was. And he became the mandatory to the WBC strap. Once he became a mandatory to the WBC strap, the reason why he did that was because the WBC was now going to mandate Devin Haney fight his mandatory. So that's the way Devin Haney. That's the way Shakur Stevenson explained it. And if you listen to Bill Haney and Devin Haney, they'll say we offered him 25% and he ducked it. He really didn't want it, but Devin Haney got stripped of his belt. So why did Devin Haney get stripped of his belt? The reason why is because once Shakur became the mando, you know what I mean, or was going to be mandated to be the mandatory or whatever, he went on up and fought. Now he's fighting Regis Pro at 140. So I'm hearing all types of stuff. I don't know what the hell happened, to be honest with you. If you talk to Team Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson was terrified of Devin Haney. He was scared and he ducked. And if you talk to Devin Haney Shakur Stevenson fans, they're gonna say that Devin Haney, once we became the mandatory to fight for the WBC strap, he went ahead and wanted to move up, and now he's fighting Regis Prograde, and that's why he got stripped of the title. I don't know, man. It just depends on which side you want to believe.
Yeah, well, we need these fights. You know what I mean? So, but that's my call. Peace, Coach.
All right, shout out to Quentin B. Moore. Yeah. It just depends on which side that you want to believe. Which side you want to believe. Shout out to Sequoia. What you say, fam? He say, bro. He say, made Chavez Jr. quit on his stool. Don't ever compare. Are you talking about Chavez Jr.? You know what? I didn't like Chavez Jr. at all. I did not like Chavez Jr. at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just didn't. I never was a Chavez Jr. fan. None of that stuff at all. I'm just being honest with you. I was not a Chavez Jr. fan. At all. Didn't like him. I didn't like him at all. I didn't. Hold on, guys. We got another call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. Coach, I've been waiting to tell you about Amanda Serrano in the 3-minute round.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
They fight Friday, I think. Tomorrow. Is it
Yeah,
tomorrow or
yeah. That
Saturday?
girl's, yeah, she's changing the game, man. And I'm glad, they're doing that because, these girls, these 2-minute rounds, I think they're just too short. They start throwing their hands, and next thing you know, the round is over, But, she's going to do 12, Coach?
Yeah, 12.
That I don't know.
Yeah. 12 3-minute,
wow.
12 3-minute rounds. 12 3-minute rounds.
All right, good for her. All right, she's changing the game, man. I'm happy for the women, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because they're putting in the work, man. I respect those girls, man. But Coach, Ryan Garcia, man, I don't think he'll beat any of the top guys, including Shakur. But those guys are 135, 140, 147. If they move up, Tank is my favorite fighter at 135. But to be honest with you, Coach, I got Tio beating all of them, except for Shakur. He just got there. But I think Shakur is the biggest problem for all them guys. But I got Tio beating them, whether it's a 140 or 147. And Benavidez, I think Canelo will beat him. I got Canelo. All right? I got Canelo, Coach. I'm going to go with the experience. I don't think that he's a proven fighter. Compared to Canelo's experience. But he's good. He's busy. He throws a lot of shots. But I don't think that he takes so many punches, man. Canelo might even sleep him, man, to be honest with you. But that's my take,
Mm-hmm.
So, and Coach, that's all I got for today, man. Thank you for taking my call, bro.
All right, shout out to Jamie
right?
from New York.
Later, man.
Hey, bro. Listen, bro. Listen. Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales, my nigga, like, it don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than that, bro. Like, you talking about something. And I think what people want to see, they want to see fights. They want to see fights like that. I don't know who keep calling here. No caller ID. More than likely, this is a troll. This part of the whole nigga E-money, whatever the case may be. Show your number. Show your number. Show your number. Show your number, fuck boy. Don't be calling me no call ID. Don't be no coward. These internet gangsters want to call with no call ID. No, nigga, we want to see that phone number. If you gonna troll, show the number. Be gangster enough to show the number. Bro, it don't get no better than that. And I feel sorry. Well, I don't feel sorry, but these modern day boxing fans, they have no idea what fights like that is. They like literally they have no idea. They have no idea. That's why I'm looking at Oscar De La Hoya's resume. I'm like, dude, this dude, if you look at his first 7 years in boxing, and then forget the 7 years, look at his first 10 years. 3 more years after the 7, right? 3 more years after the 7 years. I'm like, bro, you ain't getting nobody fighting like that. You ain't getting these dudes. You're not getting these dudes fighting like that. You get what I'm saying? At all. Hold on, we got a call calling in right now. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's going on? Rob from New York.
Rob from New York, talk to me.
Hey, Coach, I don't know what D-Block is smoking, man, but it must be some good stuff. Talking about Benavidez looking like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., man. He's bugging with that one. But, Coach, on that note, what has been something that we have always argued about Munguia is him being taken off the leash because he hasn't been facing opposition. That has been the main criticism of him at 160 and with Golden Boy, that he hasn't really done anything. Right. And when you pretty much present Canelo by saying that Benavidez hasn't done anything, Andrade hasn't done any potential fighter that may seem dangerous to Canelo, all of a sudden they haven't done squat. But now, all of a sudden, when you see a fighter that could potentially be vulnerable and perfect for your style, all of a sudden that person gets the fight. And all you hear from Canelo fans is like, well, that's going to do some numbers. It's going to be an excellent fight. But you don't hear about them wanting to see Benavidez. It's always an excuse. I just don't understand. Like, I keep saying, like, listen, don't you like boxing? Like, don't you want to see the best fight the best? I'm not a Benavidez fan, but I still want to see the fight. So I don't really understand how people want to protect Canelo like the guy's made out of glass or something. I just don't understand that one, Coach.
So this is what I was saying when D-Block called. You feel like they put him in the witness protection program?
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. I mean, like if you're the face of boxing, and I understand, Canelo has been taking. I think they're very calculated. I think it's smart what they're doing. But come on, don't make it that freaking obvious. Like, you just mentioned the Devin Haney situation with Shakur, right?
Right.
So Devin Haney goes up to 140. He gets stripped right away. But Canelo doing mental gymnastics, him and his team doing mental gymnastics, and Mauricio all of a sudden, oh no, he's actually fighting or petitioning for the WBC and this Benavidez. He's gonna, after this fight, he's gonna be the number one mandatory. No. This fight, he's gonna be the mandatory. It's like such a bullshit that they're just trying to appease Canelo because he's a moneymaker. It is obvious. I understand, but what I don't understand is the fans trying to pretty much protect him when, dude, like, we just want to see a fight. We don't want to see an over-the-hill fight like when Canelo gets old, then we're going to get an excuse like, oh, well, he's over the hill. He would have gone him if he was in his prime. Like, that's all I got to say.
Hey, you know what, Ralph, I'm going to let you go, man. But listen, that's Mauricio Suleiman for you, fam. Salute. Yeah, man, he right about that. Listen, I get his frustration because the thing is people feel like, there's no consistency. They feel like, hey, man, certain fighters get a chance to, there's nothing fair about it, right? Same thing with Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo was held. He's held the belt for almost 2.5 years and haven't even defended the title. You get what I'm saying? So, I get what he's saying. He's trying to say there's no consistency. He feel like that Canelo is being treated differently than another fighter because Devin Haney moved up to 140. Immediately he gets stripped because Shakur becomes his mandatory. But someone like a Canelo can go fight, but Bivol still hold all his titles. Like, some people feel that, hey, they're not even being fair because they're not even allowing Devin Haney to move up and then come back down. You get what I'm saying? So I get it. Shout out to D-Style for dropping that $2 super chat. He say, thanks for having me, Coach. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, fam. So, people feeling some type of way. They all over the place about it, but I get it.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
It's definitely not fair. Certain fighters get certain privileges. I mean, these are the facts. Pretty much it's life. You get what I'm saying? Certain fighters get certain privileges. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation.
Now, I am the number one contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
It is what it is, man. We're going to make it do what it do, man.
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
They're gonna have to collectivize now. They're gonna have to collectivize. They are going to have to collectivize. Simple as that. Going to have to collectivize and really make this stuff happen. Ryan Garcia fight that 140. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I look at these names at 140, there's some hell of a names here. Bro. Y'all, listen. Telling you, these some hell of a. I mean, not only just names, but style. Listen, y'all look at these styles. This dude right here. I know I keep talking about this guy. Gary Antoine Russell, this dude, he's overly aggressive, though. He doesn't have the best defense in the world. But what he does is he smothers you. He's very aggressive. Headbutts, shoulders, forearms, elbows. You get what I'm saying? I would love to see Gary Antoine Russell fight Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney. I would love to see this fight right here. This guy right here, bro. I hate to see him fight, but boy, when I want to see him in there with one of these pure boxers. This dude right here look like, Lord have mercy. I'm scared just looking at this picture. Just looking at this dude picture right now have me terrified. You get what I'm saying? Bro, there's some dudes, they got to put Ryan Garcia, Teofimo, Devin Haney in the mix right here. Lord have mercy, boy. It is what it is.
True.
Hey, boy, that's all I'm saying. Y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. Now, some people say 140 might be sweet. Okay, let's find out. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland. Salute, fam. Talk to me.
Yeah, coach. In Jaime Munguia's defense, he's done one thing that Boo Boo Andrade hasn't done. He beat a world champion for his belt. That was Saddam Ali at 154. You know what I mean? Mm. But I'm trying to look at Jaime Munguia and Ryan Garcia as the exact same fighter. Two guys with a impressive record on paper,
right,
but haven't really fought nobody. Had action to fight for multiple world titles. Never did it. I don't know if it's one of those things where Golden Boy realizes what they got and what they got isn't much. Because I'm going to tell you like this. When I seen that fight with Daryanchenko,
yeah,
I swear to God, the whole time I'm watching the fight, I'm looking at it like, damn, I'm actually watching somebody get CTE because he was getting his brains beat, coach. I'm like, this dude, he's going to be mumbling in about 5 years.
Who?
And Jaime Munguia.
Oh, Jaime Munguia.
Because he got the dog shit beat out of him by Daryanchenko. I mean, that dude has zero defense.
Yeah, that was a hell of a fight. That fight right there, he had to pull it out in the 12th. I think it was the 12th round. He decisively won that round, and I think that's what won the fight for him.
Yeah, but I'm like, man, if there was ever a fighter that needed to switch trainers, it's that fool. Hopefully, Freddie Roach still got, one more in the tank to do something with that fool, because otherwise, he's just going to be another bust. As far as Ryan, yeah. Because, other than that win against Saddam Ali, he ain't did shit his whole career. Yeah, he got like 100 knockouts and 70-some fights or whatever, but beyond that, and I think that's why Golden Boy has him fighting exclusively in TJ, because that's where he's from. So, he's a local draw. It keeps him relevant, for diehard Mexican fans, but he's not moving the needle. You know what I mean? If he fights, Canelo, which he shouldn't, maybe the fight does 600,000, but I don't see it doing more than that. Do you think
Jaime Munguia's stock is big enough with the Mexican fan base to justify Canelo fighting Jaime Munguia?
Not at all, especially not when David Benavidez is an option. Not at all.
Yeah.
That to me would be one of those HBO stay busy fights that Oscar used to have between pay-per-views.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just something to keep the man active, keep him, on TV, whatever. But beyond that, not at all. But, just for the simple fact that he's a Mexican fighter and if he fights on a Mexican holiday, it'll do decent numbers, but it ain't gonna crack no million. Not at all.
So somebody like a D-Block may call the show and say, before I let you go, well, listen, man, Jaime Munguia is a tougher fight for Canelo than David Benavidez. Jaime Munguia has done more than David Benavidez. Jaime Munguia has way more fights than David Benavidez. Jaime Munguia has a lot of knockouts, and he's a real, true Mexican. That fight should be priority over the Mexican monster. What say you about that before I let you go?
I'm going to tell you something you done heard about 1,000 times. D-Block done lost his mind. Jaime Munguia hasn't done anything. He hasn't beaten any names. He basically bypassed 160 if we're keeping it a buck, coach, because he didn't do shit there. I think if Canelo was in at 168, I don't think Jaime Munguia would be there either.
I think he just jumped up thinking he could get an easy path to Canelo payday. Other than that, I think he'd still be struggling, turning down title fights at 160.
Yeah. All right, man. But listen, man. Shout out to Mark from Oakland. Salute, fam. Hey, look here, man. Now, I have been accused of hating on Jaime Munguia and Ryan Garcia. So, right now, I'm gonna try not to hate. I have been accused of hating on both of these guys, and it is true. But right now, I'm trying to be nice today. Carlo, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Denzel from Cali.
Denzel from Cali. Talk to me.
Hey, Coach. I just wanted to say, man, I listen to you a lot, and right now you're talking about the Canelo topic, right? And so I just wanted to say that if all those Canelo haters, dude, that guy has earned the right to pick and choose who he wants to fight. I could care less if he fights Benavidez. If he retired this year, he can retire. He's made $500 million. Rub that shit in all these Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and all these motherfuckers that are just hating on Canelo. $500 million all the way to the bank. Cash that. All right? Secondly, Benavidez wasn't up until Mike Tyson called him the Mexican monster. That guy was Bandera Roja. Remember that clown? He didn't even claim to be Mexican. All right. And then obviously he's like Cherokee Indian. He's got black and all this shit. That guy doesn't even know who the fuck he is, period. He's just an oversized like Brandon Reels.
You sound like
He's just an oversized. You remember Brandon Reels? Just picture two weight classes above. That's who he is. That's who he is. He ain't got no style. He just goes forward. Once he gets exposed by a real boxer like Canelo, he's going to lose. He's just a weight bully.
So do you want to see that fight? Canelo and David Benavidez?
Yeah, I want to see that fight. But guess what? He has like two or three more fights with this promotion company. So it's gonna happen. It's just when he wants it to happen. Remember when Mayweather his last 3, 4, 5 years, he fought who he wanted on his terms when he wanted to. So don't fucking change the rules on Canelo. He's doing the same thing. Period. And I'm not even a Canelo fan.
Oh, you're not a Canelo fan?
No, I'm not a hardcore Canelo fan. I mean, I have other favorite fighters. I mean, that I like. I mean, he just happens to be the guy that is the face of boxing. He's Mexican, and a lot of people root for him. But then there's all these fucking haters. Like, he's at the top because he earned his place at the top. You know what I mean? Like, you earn being the A side. You earn like the ability to make these decisions. They don't just give it to you. People are like, oh, Tank's the face of boxing. Get that midget with that big head out of the picture. That guy's not the face of boxing. That guy made $1.2 million because of Ryan Garcia. That's it. Who did he fight before that? Rolly? Really?
But see, Ryan Garcia ain't never been on pay-per-view before. It's something that D-Style said. Both of these guys came together. It was like lightning in a bottle. And again, I think Ryan and Tank needed each other. In order to get these type of fights that's going to sell a lot, you're going to have to get, you're going to have to give, it's going to have to be a demand, supply and demand. Did people want to see Canelo and David Benavidez? That, for me, that's the fight to make next. Now, that's assuming if David Benavidez can get by Demetrius Andrade. If David Benavidez can't get by Demetrius Andrade, then what? Now, you get what I'm saying? So I think. All
right. So if he gets by Demetrius Andrade, right? Canelo fight Munguia in Independence Day, May of next year. All right. So if he beats Demetrius, of course we want to see him September of next year with Canelo. But guess what? That's going to be 1 year removed from this September, which is going to mean that it's going to be more difficult for that weight bully to make the 168.
Why not?
And that's going to be advantageous for Canelo. So what's wrong with that? Canelo can do that.
No,
but that's that. You want to fight at 168? Make it.
But I'm saying, but why not fight him in May? If he was to beat Andrade next month, why not fight him in May? Cinco de Mayo.
Well, if he chooses to fight him in May, I'd like to see that fight. But if he chooses to fight Munguia and then fight him in September, well, it is what it is, Coach. You know what I'm saying? That's why he makes the big bucks, because he picks his fights.
All right, well, shout out to Denzel from Cali. Salute, fam. Yeah, I think there's an overall consensus. I think it's an overall consensus that the people want to see. The people want to see Canelo fight David Benavidez next. Again, I say this time and time again. That's if he gets by Demetrius Andrade. You know what I mean? Like, we got to see how that fight gonna play out. I don't want to pay pay-per-view for the fight, but I'm gonna buy the fight. because I'm gonna support both of these. I'm gonna support this fight because I do want to see it. You know what I mean? This is going to show me what Demetrius Andrade really have, and then this is going to see me what Benavidez really have. If you get what I'm saying, I think this fight is going to bring out the best in both guys. We'll see. Well, that's what I'm hoping anyway.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
So the brothers say that Canelo earned the right to pick and choose who he wanted. He said, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, he say he wasn't no Canelo fan, right? But boy, the argument that he was making for Canelo, I damn sure could not tell. Old pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I'm finna knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at that nigga, finna knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want a hold of smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your back up, nigga. I got your back up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Slim, this is good, man. Did somebody mention my beloved 140 division? Did somebody mention my 140? As soon as that 140 division pop up, you know I got called, bro.
Hey, listen, we got a dude in the chat. My young brother from North Carolina named Keena. Keena say 140 is sweet. It's an overrated weight division.
Yeah, I don't listen. No, I'm not listening to that, Bama. I'm not listening to that. That Bama probably got daddy issues. That ain't my fault. The father wasn't in the household. I ain't got nothing to do with that. 140. 140 is so thorough that we already got proof that Ryan Garcia been at 130 for damn near 2 years and refused. I mean, been at 140, been fighting at 140 damn near 3 years and refused to fight somebody in the division. He bringing motherfuckers up. That's how thorough 140 is. And somebody's supposed to be special. Yeah, you fuck with that 140 if you want, your ass to get clipped. Go ask Tio how he almost got clipped by Sandor Martin.
Yeah.
Ask him. That 140 ain't to be fucked with, and it ain't about name recognition. It's about the level of comp in that motherfucker. You don't know what's gonna happen at 140 because motherfuckers is right below each other. You dig what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch. Ain't no motherfucking top heavy shit like the welterweight division. We already knew who the 1 and 2 motherfucker was. Yeah. It ain't none of that shit at 140. 140, you want to get Sabril and probably a whole different answer. A lot of people don't even fuck with Sabril. Man, for whatever reason.
I'm scared.
You dig what I'm telling you?
I'm scared looking at his picture right now.
Yeah, but we know Sabril be wrecking. But at the end of the day, that 140 gauntlet ain't to be fucked with. It's not to be fucked with.
Yeah.
So y'all put some respect on 140. I've been beating this 140 drum for years. Motherfuckers is just getting hip to 140. And y'all gonna start to get hip to 126. Then y'all gonna start getting hip to 130. Fuck 135. They ain't fighting each other at that division. So fuck them. If the best ain't fighting in that division, I don't give a fuck about the division. I don't give a fuck how much jewelry the number one motherfucker in that division wear. I ain't got time for all that shit. Hey. You dig what I'm telling you?
Hey Rob, well, hey listen. How you think this gonna play out? If Ryan Garcia can get by
man. Ryan Garcia is not real. He's a protected boxer. He's not a real boxer to me. He moonlight as a boxer. Yeah. He is a social media influencer moonlighting as a boxer. He's not real, Mo. He's not real. So the top three protected boxers in the sport, number 1 hands down is Jaime Munguia. Number 2 is Ryan Garcia. Number 3 is Reggie Davis. And I don't know what Edgar Berlanga trying to get the crown. He trying to go up to top 3. So Edgar Berlanga in the bubble. So he 3B. So those your 4 most protected boxers in the sport. Stop praising them motherfuckers because they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. Yeah.
Hold on, Rob. So we got Jaime Munguia.
Number 1. Lead the pack.
Number 1. And who number 2?
Ryan Garcia.
Who number 3?
Reggie.
Reggie Davis.
And then in 3B is Edgar Berlinga. Those are your 4 protected boxers. Stop praising them. Look at more boxing. That's all I'm gonna tell you, Mo. But as far as that 140, you know 140 thorough. Reggie's so motherfucking thorough. He went to 140 to fight a motherfucker and put a rehydration clause on him. Really, he did it back to back. He did it to a contender, and he did it to another Reggie champion in Barrios, and got the fuck up out of 140 because he didn't want that pressure or fighting nothing at 140. Didn't want the pressure of fighting nothing up in that division. Imagine him running up on your man Tasmania. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine that. Man, exactly.
That motherfucker.
Exactly. Exactly. This is the shit we talking about. When you I look at boxing, I ain't got time for no name recognition, who popular. I ain't got time for all that. If I tell you Richardson can give a lot of motherfuckers give Reggie problems, I mean that. Or for whoever. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who the thoroughest motherfucker is. Of course, I've been saying Sandoval. I mean, I've been saying that Subro Matias is the best. But at the end of the day, he even got his O snatched. That's how thorough 140 is.
Yeah.
He got his O snatched. But he got that back like real motherfuckers do. He's like, all right, that motherfucker snatched my O. I had a bad day at the office. Went back and clipped that motherfucker and retired him. That's how you do it. That's what real motherfuckers do. But dog, no, man, that 140 ain't to be fucked with, man. Ain't to be fucked with, man. Anybody talk disrespectful about 140, I don't even pay him no attention. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you don't know shit about boxing. Tell your favorite fighter to fight up there. And there's only one motherfucker that's fighting the best. No rehydration clause. That's Haney. So y'all gotta respect Haney for doing what he doing. But that's all I got for you, Mo. But yeah, that 140 gauntlet ain't to be fucked with. So I'm about.
Shout out to Rob Boy Fresh. Hey, look here. Hey, Keto, all right now. All right now, Keto, you been hating on 140? You been hating on 140 for a minute now, Keto. You been hating on 140 for a minute now. Now we gonna see what's up. Shout out to Joel. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said, am I the only one that think Andrade gonna beat Benavidez TKO? No, Coach Eddie believed that Andrade gonna beat Benavidez, and my main man Ron from Vermont, Martin King Boxing, he believed that as well.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Ron Boyfriend say that the 4 most protected fighters in boxing is number 1, Jaime Munguia, number 2, Ryan Garcia, number 3, Reggie Davis, and number 4, Edgar Berlinga. True. Lord have mercy. True. Boy, this right here, boy, doggone. Hey, look here, man. Hey, Keita been hating. Hey, Keita. All right now, Keita, you hate. Hey, hold on. As a matter of fact, Keita, I ain't want to do this to you because you my dog. Keita, you know I rock with you now. You know I rock with you. I ain't want to do this to you because you my dog. But boy, if you hate on 140 pounds one more time, I know something.
The fuck? Fuck you all rolling up on for, cuz? Huh? He must don't know. He can't know. Huh? He can't know.
Keita, if you say something disparaging about 140 pounds one more time, we gonna send OG Pretty Thug at you.
Nigga, I'm talking face on the brochure. Boy. Lights out, you hear me? Clap on, clap off. Okay. Huh? You got me fucked up, cuz.
Keita, if you hate on 140 pounds and try to leave one more time, I got something for you.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Now I'm gonna say this now, Keita. I know you're saying that 140 is sweet, but you're going to have a difficult time convincing me that this guy is going to be the creme de la creme of 140.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck.
You're going to have a hard time convincing me of that, for real though. True. Yes, sir.
When it comes to boxing, we got it on lock. With your host, Coach Malachi Williams at True Media Boxing Radio.
True. Yeah, man, Keita, you my dog now. You my dog. Keita, just imagine Keita walking up into the 140-pound convention. My dog Keita from North Carolina. Yeah, you know what? Coach, 140 sweet. I'm finna walk to the 140 convention and let everybody know how sweet they is.
I need to talk to you right now about my royalties and how you keep your books.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Fuck your office hours. I need to talk to you right now, motherfucker.
Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's D-Block 2 times.
D-Block 2 times. Talk to me.
So we saying that Ryan Garcia is a hype job and Munguia is the most protected of them all, right? Are we talking about that Ryan Garcia is the most protected? Is that what he said?
Yeah, Ryan Garcia is in the top 4. He's number 2. No, right now,
Okay.
so what it is, according to my good brother, Block Boy Entertainment, Ron Boy Fresh, DC's very own, same place where Booger Ray is from. He said the number one the number one protected fighter in boxing is Jaime Munguia. Guess who's number 2 behind Jaime Munguia? Ryan Garcia, Crying Ryan. They got Crying Ryan behind him.
Oh, really?
Behind Crying Ryan, he say Reggie Davis, a.k.a. better known as Javante Tank Davis. And then after him, he said he got Edgar Berlanga. Well, what you got to say about that, D?
Oh, it sounds blasphemous. It sounds blasphemous to me, Coach. And I can't wait. You telling me, let me tell you something, man. Mr. Washington, where Booger Ray likes to get on his knees and put some buttermilk up on Mr. Floyd Mayweather's nuts. I'm going to tell you something, man. When you make that list, make sure make sure your ass read it right. So put on your glasses and make sure what you're talking about. You talking about Ryan King Garcia, 140. And we talking about the king of the ring, man. We talking about pay-per-view, 1.2 million buys, came to that fight. And yes, you're right about one thing. 2 things. No, just one thing. Tank Davis is the most protected, bubble-wrapped ass fighter in the whole wide world. And that's good. When you come for my boy Ryan Garcia like that, even Devin Haney got to show respect. Devin Haney sparred my boy Ryan Garcia. And he made him up, and they talked about him. And they said, yeah, Ryan is real. He's legit. So you praising my boy, too, Mr. Dream Haney. And even Haney says he's a real threat. And that's fact, Coach. You can see that. It's real.
Man,
now, we talking about Munguia.
I remember Ryan Garcia beat Luke Campbell to become the WBC intern champion. And guess what? He was mandated to fight the WBC champion, Devin the Dream Haney, and Ryan Garcia dropped the belt. And he said that he was having mental health issues right after. Soon as he got mandated, he dropped the belt and said he was having mental health issues. So Ryan Garcia, as a matter of fact, that entire year he didn't even box. He was supposed to fight someone else, and he said he broke his hand and all this stuff there. Yeah, man, he got a lot of redeeming. He got to redeem himself, D-Block. He got to redeem himself, man.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. But he still took on Tank Davis. He still took that rehydration clause. He still fought him. He still did what he had to do as the man. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with it, Coach. Also, my boy took a chance, and he got clipped. But that's okay. He's gonna be all right. 140. And whoever says the 140 division ain't shit, you crazy. We got Teofimo Lopez. We got Ryan the King Garcia. We got Devin the Dream. We got Prograde. We got legit people up there now with names that carry the sport. Fact. Now, we do got one idiot, another idiot that's been protected by the PBC and Floyd Mayweather as we speak. Mr. Rolly Romero. Mr. I don't know where he's from either. What the fuck is he? Honduran? Salvadorian? He sounds just like Benavidez. And that's fact. What you got to say with that, Coach?
I'm just saying, man. All I'm saying, D-Block, all I'm saying, man, is this here, man. Ryan Garcia got to redeem himself. 140, he's there at 140. If Ryan Garcia is what you and Keena say he is, we gonna find out. We gonna find out. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, they're gonna strategically.
I promise you this.
Yeah.
I promise you this, and I'm gonna say this right now. If Ryan Garcia, he's gonna fight. Who's he fighting? Some idiot, right? Some idiot.
He
fighting some idiot.
He fighting Oscar Duarte. from Mexico.
Okay.
He's fighting see, Ryan Garcia, the fake Mexican, is fighting a real Mexican. Listen, Oscar Duarte is from Mexico, born and raised. He got that Mexican blood running through his veins. So this is the battle. This is the battle of the fake versus the real.
Let me let it go like this. Then Benavidez will ever have Mexican in him. D-Block, D-Town, D-Bill, Baltimore Standard.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. Hey, you know what? Hey, shout out to Weedy Gonzalez. Hey, Weedy, all I'm saying is this here. Listen, hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? That's how we sell that fight. The fake Mexican versus the real Mexican. Doggone Oscar, listen. Motherfucking man, y'all, but you know what? I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be good. I say today, because I've been accused by Kina of being a Ryan Garcia hater. I've been accused of Bad Girl TKO out of San Diego of being a Jaime Munguia hater. So I'm trying to be good, but boy, it's very difficult for me today. He said that man dropped the belt. He said, and was calling out Tank. Oh, Flex BK. Yeah, man, listen, Ryan Garcia was the man though to fight Tank. Y'all forgot all about that, huh? Y'all forgot all about that? He dropped the belt. He dropped the belt. So that's what he did. He said, Coach De La Hoya made it clear Ryan picked this fight. He said, I'm at the presser. Oh, okay. You're at the presser. Yeah. I mean, you know, this guy right here is supposed to be a tough fight for him. You know, and again, this is Ryan Garcia. Well, you know what? I was going to say this is his first fight, but it's not. It's not his first fight there. You know what I mean? So, Ryan Garcia. You know what? I want to see Ryan Garcia and Teofimo fight. I would like to see that. I would like to see Ryan Garcia and Gary Antoine Russell fight. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
And Teofimo gonna be right on his back. No, it's Ken Demetrius from North Carolina.
Ken, talk to me, fam.
Man, I've been seeing a lot of people talking greasy about Ryan, man, and it's just crazy because ain't nothing at 140 but the career long, blowed up 135. Too scared to move up to 147s because they're going to get their ass whooped. So, I mean, if we really being honest, Coach, 140 is like a buffer zone. 140 is... 140 is... Listen, I'm dead ass. 140 is a training ground. 140 is a buffer zone. 140 is going to show us who's going to be that nigga at 147. See, right now, we got the Errol Spence's moving out of 147. We got the Terrence Crawford's moving out of 147. All we need now is Boots to get his ass up out of there, and then the next generation of welterweights gonna come up in there. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I
Boots
said,
is big, man. Like Boots is his ass.
I
don't know how he make that 140. He tall. He like 5'10", 5'11", something like that.
But if you look at him right now, and it's really scary because he really doing all of this based off of just skinny nigga strength. Like Boots is just skinny. Like he long, but his frame can put on a lot more muscle. But but back to 140, like Teofimo, he got Josh Taylor to get I ain't taking nothing away from Teofimo. 2-time lineal champion, took out the guy 2 divisions. But he, like I said, he caught Josh Taylor at the right time, and we about to see if Devin Haney gonna catch Regis at the right time. But Ryan gonna stand on business at 140. Because for all we know,
he gonna stand on business.
He gonna stand on business. He gonna be standing on business at 140. Watch what I tell you. Because this the thing. Tank acting like he's scared to come up to 140, right?
Yeah.
So the only money at 140 is Ryan Garcia. The only money. Don't get it twisted.
Ryan
ain't
Garcia,
no mega fights at 140.
Yeah, you know what? You ain't gonna get no argument with me on that. I think Ryan Garcia, I think he's the biggest name at 140, and I think he'll be the biggest draw at 140. To be fair.
Right, but it depends on what he do. Yeah. But it depends on what he do. Ryan know he in position to get these fights and to make a name and to maybe get that Tank Davis fight again. But he got to stand on business. But the opportunity is there because Teo want that paycheck. Devin Haney got a little bit more options. But yeah, if anything, I think Ryan might need to stay away from like Richardson Hitchens and maybe Devin for a little bit longer just because of the style matchup. But
Honestly, I'm more scared of Richardson than Devin, to be honest with you. But we'll see how it play out. But that's all I had, Coach.
All right, shout out to Keenan, North Carolina. Salute, fam. Hey, shit, hey, Keenan ain't say nothing about Gary Antoine Russell. Man, I got down Gary Antoine Russell, boy. That dude, bruh. Hey, shout out to Eric Grimy. Salute, fam. Hey, Eric. Gary Antoine Russell, he mauls people, bro. He will maul you.
True.
I be like, God damn, why he bro, like, why he ain't gonna get it do with a break? Shout out to Mr. Cardinal. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super
This motherfucker be, he remind me of the Tasmanian Devil. He said Ron Boy has a great idea. He said we gotta do pound for pound protected boxers. Hey, so do you guys agree with this list though? Ron Boy Fresh said that he said that the 4 most protected fighters in boxing, he got Jaime Munguia, Ryan Garcia, Reggie Davis, aka Tank Davis, and Edgar Berlanga. Do anybody agree with this list? hey, Jamie said he agree. Jamie, you agree, huh? Hey, what you say? He say, hold on. You said you agree? You know, you know what, Keena, I just can't get this out of my mind, though. You get what I'm saying? There's certain things about certain fighters that I can't get out of my mind. This is one of them.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck.
This is another one.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend. Hey, I'm getting jealous. She said, don't kiss him. Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend. I'm getting jealous. She said, don't kiss him.
This is another one.
Yeah. Ooh, that look good.
Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I ain't made the video. Why y'all mad at me? True. I'm just saying. Why? Listen. Why y'all mad at me? I didn't make the video.
You need a testosterone injection. Your estrogen is getting the best of you, my brother. You need a testosterone injection. Your estrogen is getting the best of you, my brother. You are part of the estrogen-based anti-masculinity movement. Stop worrying about me with no shirt on. You are part of the estrogen-based anti-black masculinity movement. I just came from the beach in St. Croix. I took a dip with the ancestors. Is that all right with you, Negropean? I just took a dip with the ancestors. Is that all right with you, Negropean? I just took a dip with the ancestors in the ocean of St. Croix. Is that all right with you? Stop worrying about me and no shirt. Somebody get that brother some testosterone. Somebody get that brother some testosterone. His estrogen levels are a bit too high.
Shout out to Sheila Johnson. Sheila, what's going on, sis? Shout out to Latino Perspective. He say, Coach, who are the 3 dancing in that video? Oh, that's Richardson Hitchens. That's the guy who put his arm on Tank Davis's shoulder while thrusting, gyrating his hips in unison with Tank going up and down. Pause. I gotta say pause. And then the other one is all Adrian Broder. Woo, Lord have mercy. True. Well, you can't make this up.
You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True. Yeah, just something about that just didn't look right. If I can talk to that young brother, Rich, listen, man, don't never do that again, dog. Just on the outside looking in, just on the outside looking in, it looks crazy. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Neil Lyon from San Antonio.
Also, Neil Lyon from San Antonio. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, I just can't get all these callers, putting up all this BS about Canelo ducking Benavidez. Who has he missed? In his era, who has he missed? Who has he been ducking? He fought he fought everybody in his era. I mean, tell me he fought an undefeated Trout in his prime. He fought Lara in his prime. Billy Joe Saunders, champion, undefeated in his prime. Plant, undefeated in his prime. Callum Smith, undefeated. He did that in I believe it was 8-9 months. Who's left? Now you're saying, all these callers saying that he's ducking Benavidez. He's gonna get to him. I mean, he's not gonna. Who can you pick or point at and say he was afraid of that guy? I don't get it. I mean, I'm a Canelo fan, but aside from that, I don't get all this. He's ducking Benavidez. He's ducking Benavidez. I mean, he's fought. I mean, who can you point at? It was the first. Well, he won't fight Billy Joe Saunders. Well, he won't fight Plant. He won't fight Golovkin. Back. Okay, if you want to call some of the past their prime, if you want to say that, Cotto, Mosley. I mean, I don't know who they're pointing at and saying, well, he ducked that guy. Charlo. He fought Charlo. Well, he's a smaller Charlo. Okay, he was a smaller Charlo. But what can he do about Jamal? I mean, you can only fight who you put in front of him. It ain't his fault that Jamal failed.
I think that people want to see him fight David Benavidez. I think that's been the overall consensus.
Well, sure. Of course. But I guess my point is, he's getting around to it. I mean, he had a lot of other fighters that were in line, but I don't see where people can point at and say, hey, well, he's afraid of, Benavidez. I mean, he's fought everybody, and he hasn't been afraid. I mean, to fight who? Who has he been afraid of? I guess that's what I'm pointing at. Yeah. Oh, he was afraid of. He was afraid of Trout. He was afraid of the Cuban guy. Well, I just mentioned his name right now.
You talking about Lara?
Lara. Well, he's ducking Lara. He's ducking Lara. He fought him in his prime. So I guess that's my point is, why do they keep saying that, he's ducking Benavidez? Because they're going to point at somebody and say, because he ducked that guy, he ducked that guy, he kind of, went around this guy or that guy. He fought everybody so far in his era. So I don't get, I don't see why he wouldn't. I guess I don't get it. Be patient. He's going to get around to him. I don't think he has a problem with it. I don't think he has a problem with it whatsoever. Hey, point me to somebody that you said, hey, he's afraid of him and he's been ducking him. And not, I wouldn't be surprised if he fights Benavidez and then thereafter, even though the winner or whoever wins or loses with Andrade, I wouldn't be surprised if he fights Benavidez and then Andrade on top of that. I wouldn't be surprised one damn bit. Because I don't see where Canelo has been afraid. I guess that's my point.
All right, well,
that's it, Coach.
Shout out to Neil Lyon from San Antonio.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right. All right. So Neil Lyon called and he said Canelo ain't been ducking nobody. All of y'all who been saying Canelo been ducking, you know what I mean? This brother said that he feels Canelo haven't been ducking anybody. And it's blasphemy for anybody to say that Canelo is a duck. So I guess that's going out to my good brother from Houston, Rick Timms, and Coach Eddie. That brother called and say the man don't fault everybody. He ain't ducking nobody. Caller, hold on. Now the Benavidez family. The Benavidez family has been saying for years that Saul Canelo Alvarez has been ducking them.
Now, I am the number one contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town and 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
All right, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, it's D-Block 3 times.
D-Block 3 times. Talk to me.
You see that? That's what I'm talking about. We got our community talking the truth today. We coming out, all of us. Facts. What else do you want? It's like this beautiful music, you listen to. You put your headphones on because everybody talking, and you just want to relax, and you want to hear the truth. You want to hear something that's going to make you feel good. And this caller, that just called right now. I don't know who he was, what his name was, but all I remember him saying is Canelo has not ducked anybody. And I like that. And it's true. Fact. So I got to give a big shout out to him, whatever his name was. But I'm going to tell you something, man. You earned the D-Block fact of the day. Now, Coach, why can't we all just get along and understand that Benavidez is not going to come up next? It got to be Munguia. It has to be Munguia, a true Mexican stud. What you got to say with that?
Yeah, Munguia came out of nowhere, D-Block. So for me, that's a big no-burger. You know, I don't feel like Munguia should get a fight with Canelo before David Benavidez. I don't mind Canelo fighting Munguia. He just don't need to fight Munguia next. If David Benavidez can beat Demetrius Andrade, or vice versa, or if Demetrius Andrade beat David Benavidez, I want to see Canelo fight the winner of those two guys. Jaime Munguia, he can say Jaime Munguia for his retirement fight, because that's an easy win anyways. Jaime Munguia is food for real competition.
Are you trying to tell me right now, this is kind of blasphemous, Coach. Are you telling me that you compare Jaime Munguia to Andre Berto's Floyd Mayweather? Is that what you're telling me right now, Coach?
Am I making him, comparing him to Andre Berto when Floyd fought him?
Yeah, because you said this could be.
Absolutely. Jaime Munguia is sweet as a lollipop. Jaime Munguia is sweet as a frozen cup. Jaime Munguia is sweet as carnival cotton candy. Like, that's an easy win for anybody. There's nothing elite about Jaime Munguia.
Cool.
And I'm not hating on Jaime Munguia, but come on, man. Let's be honest. He don't need to be next, is what I'm saying. He don't need to be next. All I'm saying is the winner of Andrade and Benavidez should be that fight in May. Jaime Munguia should not even be in the discussion.
Coach, I'm going to let it go like this. There's two Mexican holidays. It's in May and September. And for me, as a true Mexican stud, I feel like us, representation of our people, of the true Mexican warriors, Aztecas. I'm going to tell you something, man. Munguia fits in that slot for Cinco de Mayo, a true Mexican stud, going in there with the legend, closest to Chavez that we ever going to get. Facts. And Benavidez, nah, man, you could be the retirement party. That's what I think. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore.
Man, you know what? Now, I don't know about y'all. Do you know what I just heard just then? This is what I heard.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Coach? It's Coach Eddie from ATL, man.
Hey, Coach Eddie. Hey, Coach Eddie. Hey, go ahead, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, you know, I was doing pretty good. Like you would say, I was in Shang-a-Lang, just listening to the show, enjoying the topic. Yeah, I just heard these two imposters, these two guys that should be brought up on perjury charges for lying. It sounded like two guys that were trying to get Canelo out of prison or something, out of duck prison. Everybody knows this man is a notorious duck, man. And at the end of the day, he got offered $40 million to fight Demetrius Andrade on his own. He turned it down. He went and fought Billy Joe Saunders, who failed a drug test. This man been ducking his whole career. He been cherry picking. He been cherry picking. He been choosing who he want to fight. And now he giving us once again something that we didn't ask for, trying to fight Jaime Munguia. That's one of the reasons why him and Oscar De La Hoya fell out, because Oscar De La Hoya said, look, man, you're doing too much cherry picking. These folks done gave you $365 million to fight 10 fights. You can't fight no hog head cheese sound every time you go out. So that's why they fell out.
So you know what? Hey, you the first person I heard say that. So the fallout with Oscar and Canelo is not that Oscar was doing shady business. Oscar was actually trying to get Canelo to fight some real competition, and Canelo wanted to continue to go down the path that he's been going down. That's what you're saying?
He wanted to go down the yellow brick road, coach. That's all he wanted to do. You know, he tried to get him to fight Andrade. He didn't want to fight. He said, he offered the man $40 million to fight him. The man turned it down, clear as day. He turned it down. Jamal Charlo turned down $9 million to fight Demetrius Andrade. And then Triple G turned down, he ducked him too. And so them jokers, you got two ducks fighting each other. You got a red-head duck and you got a yellow-head duck. With Triple G and Canelo, they fought each other 3 times. They got 3 duck matches right there. And been stealing money since day one, coach. And then you got these 2 guys come here trying to explain. I mean, they can't be niggas explaining because they Mexican. I don't know what they were doing. They were Mexican explaining or something, trying to take up for goddamn Canelo and all this ducking, folks. Coach, and I was doing pretty good. Not getting on Canelo for a while, but like I said, at the end of the day, he always do something to bring the duck out in him, man. He's just a duck, man.
All right, shout out to Coach Eddie, man. ATL stand up.
Right.
Hey, look at hey.
Get out while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts. I am ranked number 1. 1! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Boy, every time I hear that, I bust out laughing.
But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Every time I hear a Clubber Lang, boy, that's all I think about.
What about Rocky Marciano? Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit. He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Hey, I am ranked number 1. 1. That means I'm the best. But this boy been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. Hey, caller, what's your name? You the last call.
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland 2 times.
Coach, I got a question. Has Andre ever been the second best fighter at his weight class? Because I know for damn sure he was never the best. I mean, he was always third. When Canelo left, maybe 4th.
Andrade?
But, yeah.
In his weight class?
That you can recall. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to say because when he was in his weight class, he couldn't get the fights. I do remember when he got in the ring with Triple G.
No. I'm not talking about who he fought. I'm saying, was he ever considered the second best fighter at that weight class? Was he ever considered, higher at 160 than Triple G or higher at 160 than Charlo?
It depends.
Or even when he was at 154.
It depends on who you ask because
you know what I'm saying?
It depends on who you ask.
Yeah, because we can talk about how Canelo allegedly turned down $40 million and Triple G turned down whatever. But I mean, damn, coach, how do you go 15 years? 15 years is a long ass motherfucking time, coach. I mean, think about what you were able to do in 15 years. 15 years ago and 15 years from now, you're gonna be the man. But this man in 15 years fought only one title challenger. You mean to tell me that there was nobody at 154, at 160, even at 147, a former title challenger trying to get back in the rankings that he could have fought? That's kind of hard to do, I would think, because it ain't like he's some underground fighter that nobody ever heard of and never got no sign on TV. You know what I'm saying? So, that man's resume, I hate to say it, it's trash.
Okay.
And I don't think it's
But do you feel like Canelo has been ducking?
See, here's the thing. For me, you only ducking when you're fighting lesser opposition. Was Triple G lesser opposition than Andre? I don't think so. Was Danny Jacobs lesser competition than Demetrius Andre? I don't think so. Was Kovalev lesser opposition than Andre? I don't think so. So as long as you're upgrading, how can it be considered a duck?
Right.
You know, when you fighting unifications, when you going up in weight classes, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Liam Smith fight at 154, that was kind of a head scratcher. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, you fighting greats. You know, he took advantage of his last crack at Cotto when he was the 160 WBC champ. You know what I mean? I would pass that up to fight Andre, because that's the other thing, you know, we got to take into consideration. What fights make the most money? What fights draw the most eyes? You feel me?
I got so maybe ducking is the wrong word. We'll just say that he has been selectively cherry picking his way through the tree, just picking certain fights and avoiding other, you know.
Because think about it, Coach. Sugar Ray never fought Aaron Pryor. I don't consider that a duck. I just consider that one of them things that
140.
They just couldn't make it happen. You feel me?
All right. Well, listen. Shout out to Mark from Oakland, Salute, fam. Hey. No, you know what, man? That's all I'm saying. Hey, Corey Bradley say selective ducking. A lady say court so messy. You know, I'm just asking. You know what I mean? You know, because you know sometimes, you know, again, if Canelo, okay, if you say Canelo ain't been ducking, you know, then I will say this here. Doggone, some would say that he's followed the Floyd Mayweather, the Money Mayweather blueprint, and the Money Mayweather blueprint, not the Pretty Boy Floyd. There's a difference. The Money Mayweather blueprint was this.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be I mean, he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Let's give everybody a round of applause. That's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying. You know, you get what I'm saying. It is what it is. You know, so you know maybe duck is a strong word in this case. You drink a strong shot of Hennessy, or you can take a shot of tequila. You know, it go to burn in your chest. You know, maybe duck is just a little too strong of a word. You know what I mean? Now Coach Eddie don't care. He say, man, the man is a serial duck, man. That's all this man do. The man been ducking his whole career, ducking and cherry picking. Shout out to the real McCoy. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy. Glad you brought him up.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. O'Shaquie Foster. I think O'Shaquie Foster fight this Saturday. I like O'Shaquie Foster. He said, O'Shaquie Foster, what do you think about him, Coach? I like O'Shaquie Foster. I don't know if he's going to win this fight this Saturday in Mexico, though. This is a tough fight for him. Eduardo Hernandez, this is a tough fight. This is a tough fight for him on the real McCoy. For real, this is a tough fight for him. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull this out. It's in Mexico, so I don't see him getting a decision in Mexico. I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I mean? If it's a close fight, it's definitely going to go the other way. But put all that aside. That dude he's fighting, that's not a cherry. That's not an easy fight right there. But I like O'Shaquie Foster, but that's not an easy fight. That right there that's going to be a hell of a fight. You know what? We're going to go live for that fight. We're going to go live for that fight.
True.
Shout out to Kefren. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, in my opinion, Benavidez had to accept the fight with Boo Boo for the sweepstakes for a Canelo fight. Process of elimination. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. A process of elimination. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Process of elimination, man, you know.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
We also have Amanda Serrano fighting Friday. She's not fighting Saturday. She's fighting tomorrow. Amanda Serrano's fighting tomorrow. She's having her first 12-round fight, 3-minute rounds. 12 3-minute rounds. You know what I mean? So this is an experiment, I think, for women's boxing. We'll see how that works out. They're fighting in Orlando. You get what I'm saying? So we'll see what's up. So we got fights tomorrow night. Saturday they got Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. I ain't watching that. I'm not watching that shit. I'm not paying no pay-per-view for that. I ain't doing no fight party for that. That's not a real fight. That's a play fight. Tyson Fury is fighting a guy who is an amateur in the pros. He's never had a professional fight before in his life. Now, this was MMA. That's something totally different. But this is the boxing match. And if you look at these guys, who who from MMA who come into boxing, they don't do well. Muscle memory is different. Muscle memory from MMA is different than boxing. Muscle memory from boxing is different than the MMA. Do you get what I'm saying? It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You get what I'm saying? Let's give everybody a round of applause. I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for that. I'm just being honest with you, man. Shout out to everybody who called the show. We had a good one, man. But y'all had me laughing. Shout out to D-Block. D-Block called 3 times. Shout out to Quentin from B-More. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Shout out to Ralph from New York. Shout out to Mark from Oakland 2 times. Shout out to Dizzo from Cali. Shout out to my brother Ron Boy Fresh from DC. Shout out to Keenan from North Cackalack. Shout out to Neo Lion from San Antonio. Now, we're gonna do a show on this. I'm giving y'all tomorrow's headlines today. You might see some other content creators do it, but no, they got it from here first. We got it from this channel first because Ron Boy Fresh was the ones who called in and said this. We're gonna do a show, and the show is gonna be entitled, the 4 most protected fighters in boxing, or who is the 4 most protected fighters in boxing. And they're gonna have Jaime Mugiel, right? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna do this in the name of my brother Ron Boy Fresh. He said Jaime Mugiel, Ryan Garcia, Reggie Davis, which is Tank Davis, and Edgar Berlanga. So I want to see what the people say. I want to see what the people say.
True.
That right there is gonna be controversy. Hey, you know what? Hey, Jessica, we're gonna do Food Revolution and me. We're gonna do a show on this. I promise you, when we do a show on this topic right there, the 4 most protected fighters in boxing, Reggie Davis, Edgar Berlanga, Ryan Garcia, and Jaime Mugiel, I promise you that. Hey, look here, boy. Hey, look here. I'm tired of this here, man. We're going to make it do what it do and make it crack a lot.
What about Rocky Marciano? Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit. He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do? We got to put... Shit, hold on. What about... Shit, you know what? We got to put Jamal Charlo name on here too, man. Shit, we got to put Jamal Charlo name on here. Shit, I don't think nobody more protected than Jamal Charlo. He ain't fought in almost 2.5 years. He still got his belt. Yeah, we got to put Jamal Charlo on here too, though. Shit. All jokes aside, I think out of everybody on this list, Jamal might be, hey, boy, that's a tough one there, boy. Boy, that's a tough one. When you throw Jamal Charlo, you throw Jamal Charlo name in the mix, I don't know. Lindell said AJ too. No, I totally disagree with AJ. How was AJ a protected fighter? I totally disagree with that. Nah, hell no. No, I totally disagree with that. Him and Wilder ain't fought each other, but shit, if you're gonna throw AJ on the mix, you gotta throw Wilder in the mix too. Surely, if you feel that AJ is a protected fighter, I know goddamn well you gotta feel that doggone Wilder is a protected fighter. If that's the case, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Rob Boy Fresh got Rolly on there too. Rolly. And listen, if you gonna put AJ, you damn sure gotta put Wilder. If that's the case, cause boy, I did a whole show one time showing Wilder's entire resume. So you know, if that's the path you want to go down, you damn sure gotta put Wilder on there. You get what I'm saying? So, but anyway, that's another story for another day. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, I'm just saying the waters get murky when the waters get murky when we do that.
I plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Lindell say, don't nobody want to fight the bar squad. Hey, Lindell. Oh my God.
And I want want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
Hey, man, well, I don't know what to say, boy. That's a show. That's another show for another day.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Boy, that's another show for another. That's a show for another day, bro.
Don't ever forget. When I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Hey, before we go, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the most exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, according to the Buckhandikes, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
If you sitting here watching the show, hate watching, didn't hit the like button, don't want to hit the like button, mouth poked out, arms crossed, looking madder than a bitch, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you, fuck the plane you flew in on, fuck them shoes, fuck the socks with the bell on it, fuck them cheap ass cigars, fuck your yuck mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William, fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey, shout out to Kefren. Hey, okay. These are all the people who are super chat. Shout out to Kefren. Hey, okay. Shout out to the real McCoy. Hey, okay. Shout out to Mr. Calderon, no viento tres. Hey, okay. Shout out to Joel Galvin. Hey, okay. Shout out to D-Style. Hey, okay. Shout out to OP Gamer. Hey, okay. Shout out to Super G. Hey, okay. And shout out to Jose Mesa. Hey, okay. Salute to y'all, man. Let's give a shout out to, man. Y'all know how we do it, man. Shout out to all of the Tenderoni, man, and the 100 dips. Hey, man, shout out to Abigail. Shout out to Summer in November. Lisa Bells, Passion for Beauty. Hey, okay. Shout out to Elena, Bless 365, Jackie Hernandez. Hey, okay. Shout out to Sheila. Shout out to La Jessica. Shout out to Nick Rich. Hey, okay. Shout out to Food Revolution. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom. Hey, okay. Shout out to Letitia. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Ebony 76, Mimi 24. Hey, okay. Shout out to Miss Connie. Shout out to Phil on the Tube. Shout out to Berenice Mendez. Hey, okay. Shout out to Lita. Shout out to the lovely Amina. Shout out to Tila. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Felicia Williams. Shout out to my lovely sister, man, Moeezy. And shout out to Goddess. Hey, okay. Man, look here, man. All I'm saying is here, boy, we just gonna put a list together. Listen, Raw Boy Fresh, this show is gonna be dedicated to you. Shout out to Robin V. Hey, okay. But we gonna get some hell of a calls. I already know it, but it's gonna be a war. You know what? We might do it tomorrow. It's going to be a war. Shout out to Schoolo X-Man. Shout out to T-Seals, ATL Stand Up, OP Gamer, Corey Bradley, JC in the building, Weedy Gonzalez, Damon Wester, salute to you, fam, Damian Bennett. Shout out to Troy Graham. He's... There go Troy. Shout out to Troy Graham. Shout out to Knockdown 305. Hey, boy, I don't want to get Troy started, boy. Please, I do not want to get Troy started, boy. Lord have mercy. Boy, that's gonna be a whole nother show right there. Shout out to Dude Wakil. He say, Coach, and why Boost dropped out all rankings. Salute, my guy. He dropped out of all rankings. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. What you mean he dropped out of all rankings? I don't know nothing about that. I mean, I think he's an intern champion, and he's the mandatory to fight for the IBF strap, Terrence Crawford's IBF belt. So I don't know. I don't think that fight been mandated, but you get what I'm saying? I don't know. Shout out to Flex BK, salute fam. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. It is what it is, man. Hey, bro. Boy, I don't know what to say, boy. Y'all some hell of a dudes, man. Y'all are some hell of a dudes. Ladies, y'all killing me. Y'all really, really killing me, for real, though. But you sitting there, man, y'all know what time it is. This is my main man. Don't ever do no arguing either. You got people want to argue with you about stuff. Don't argue with them. Just make your point, say what you got to say, and continue to keep it pushing.
You wanna argue. I can't argue with you. You mad. Look at you. You mad. I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
If you got a hater, tell them to kiss your ass.
Let me address something to some of the haters out there about me. Y'all can kiss my ass. Twice.
If you got a fighter under contract and he want to renegotiate and he think he's a superstar, talk to him.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick? No, huh? No, I ain't saying Kick Capri? I didn't say that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. I tell you something. Money, you know, I just said. Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
If you looking for a man with sensitivity, I might have found one for you, ladies.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Darling, I love you.
If you tired of messing with these cream corn ass niggas, I got a real cream corn for you.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
Can a nigga borrow a French fry?
Can a nigga borrow a French fry? And my first thought wasn't, oh my God, he said the word, the N word. It was, now how is a nigga gonna borrow a fry? Nigga, is you gonna give it back?
If you hating on True Media Boxing Radio, we gonna take your chick.
If I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life and take her with me, she spent a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. She's going to spend a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. Do you think she ever coming back home to you? Let's just be honest. If I take her on a ride with the prince, do you really think she coming back home to you? I'm going to drink to that. Next Negro who hate, I'm going to snatch your chick.
And if there's any sisters out there, I don't care who it is, if there's any sisters out there that's looking to repopulate, want to give birth to a nation, want your womb to be used as a vessel to bring in a new era, a new God, change that you're looking for with the revolutionary spirit, I got somebody for you.
Sister Danielle, when are we going to have a Garvey baby? Lord have mercy, Sister Danielle. You must not have heard me. Sister Danielle wants to have a Garveyite baby with King Kong Alicious. Sister Danielle, and she fine too. Look at them eyes. Sister Danielle, listen, baby. We got to build the nation first. If I give up all my testosterone, I won't have no energy to build the nation. I got to build first, okay? We must build before the back shots. We must handle the business before the back shots. It is consciousness over the cookies. It is politics over the punani. It is revolution over the romance. Sister Danielle wants to have a baby with King Kong Alicious. She fine too. Lord have mercy. Might have triplets. But Sister Danielle, stay focused, my sister. Understand, overstand, and understand that the building, the nation building must come before the back shots. I said the nation building must come before the back shots. Brothers and sisters, we must stay focused. We must stay focused.
See, we gotta stay focused, brothers and sisters. This is the problem. We got too much things going on that's distracting everybody. Stay focused. You know, right now with the nation building, we're trying to rebuild the sport of boxing, and we need everybody to stay focused.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
You know, I just want to throw that out there, man. I just want to throw that out there, man. And you know, AB got a fight coming up. I don't know if you guys know that. my dog Booger Ray Leonard and Eddie, the hitman Herms.
Sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out of him in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I can just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me?
Didn't you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucker's hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
There ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about?
140, man, they got some killers up there, man. Contrary to popular belief, they have some killers up there, man. Y'all know what time of T.I. is. Hey, y'all sign up for the newsletter, man. It's pinned to the top of the chat. That's so anytime I drop a video or go live, you'll get an email or a text message from me letting you guys know, because sometimes YouTube don't always send out the notifications. New logo dropping, new banner dropping, everything dropping, man. Probably next week everything will be done, and we going to radio. It is what it is. Much love to everybody. You guys make the show what it is. It's been kind of slow news in boxing. It is what it is. The boxing is top heavy, but we're going to make it do what it do. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have some motherfucking fun. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.